The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money. They say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time. Out and about, out chasing paper. The streets of my house and the house always wins like Vegas. Never down for the count. Second win, second nature. Found mine. Never had my hands out. Fuck favors. By design, everything tailored. In my youth, it was shell toes, no Chuck Taylors. Weak soap game, how to have a game so. It's still the same code game, so it's still the same code. We all pay the cost, pay dues. Move with the mind state that I can't lose. On the grind, push a hard line with my linemen. Back when I was young, they said it's all about timing. Till it's my time, all the stars are aligning. I'm a diamond in the rough, couple cuts got me shining. This game you cannot cop on consignment. In the field, all we do is execute assignments. The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money, they say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time to talk. The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money, they say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste, you ain't got no time to talk.
First, we get into this paper. See, I want it all, plus a mule and 8 acres. A lot of alcohol, few dad bags of paper. Run this shit like a ship and I'm the sailor. Cold, kinda like it's fresh up out the freezer. Cold, if she ain't talking bread, I don't need her. Soon as I meet her, I'ma fuck her, then I leave her. It's the old Mac needs, treat them all like bottom feeders. Break it down slow for them folks that don't know. I'm a seasoned vet, black belt out the dojo. With a wide range of weapons, so I'm out the holster. Keeping all options open, so many ways that I can fold ya. Told you from the gate, never been about no play. Get it on the go, they never been known for no delay. The game should be sold, not to be told. Keep your mouth shut, don't have to break the mold. Mac needs.
Break the work down, it's fence to move. Push that work out, I distribute. Break the work down, it's fence to move. Push that work out, I just distribute. A young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor.
I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. You know I'm the boy, get money's what I'm used to.
Keep you straight from the gate, so I don't confuse ya. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'ma make noise, shout to my producer. I'm an entertainer, but I ain't here to amuse ya. Yeah, fuck with shooters and they all fucking users. Come through, wake that ass up like a rooster, hella early in the morning. Early bird gets a worm. Finna get rich for 'em, food for the worms. Cutting cocaine, dropping whole things. It's a cold game, make you run your gold chain. Hungry, but I'm moving in a keto state. For sure, I beat the price on the keys in your state. Catch me running up a tab, fucking up a bag. Make me wonder how long will a good thing last. On my Curtis Mayfield, live a life I can't chill. Push a man, pushing packs, all I do is make squeal. Keep it 100, I'm just numb, yo, I can't feel none of these suckers when they say they real. Stacking Uber cash, I'm an out-of-state supply. Random Uber man, here to get away drive. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the
as I make my way. The fact I'm still alive, my claim to fame. It's no surprise I'm on a rise, finna stake my claim. Separate me from the others, cause we ain't the same. Ask my brothers from another, we ain't for play. Time is money, so we got no time to waste. Soon as this thing's moving, it can't be stopped. Blue bands in my pocket, call that juggernaut.
Anywhere in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Get your life together.
You know the stat quo. Finna get a bag, bustin' down that blow. Out of East Side Ho, where they know my name.
What up, Fantasy Football Hustler? Back at ya. FNT. We back, baby. Oh, yeah. FNT. Bogey should be here in a few. Let's see who's up in the chat. What up, Yuck? One Nation in the house. What up? What up, Derek? Salute. Emil. Shout out to Toronto. What up? What up? Let's see. Oh, we just got some news. Let's see. Oh, it's about Aaron Jones that he's officially questionable for tomorrow's game. Let's see. Niner said, yes, please comment on NBA free agency. Thoughts on Dame to the Bucks. I mean, it's crazy. They usually don't get any like top dog, like guys like that just coming over there. And but yeah, Giannis, they gotta do stuff to keep Giannis happy and keep him there. Let's see. Marty, what up, Minnesota Marty? Dennis in the house. Cam in the house, what up? Manny in the house, what up? It's at almost 4:20 in Michigan. 5 minutes. Let's go. Let's pack it up. Get some Tyson 2.0 sour diesel in the mix. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. What up, homie? Corbin in the house. What up? Furious Styles in the house. What up? We got some royalty. He said, who wins? Saquon for AJ Brown, 1-for-1. I think AJ Brown does. But Saquon should be back either this week or next week. One of the two. All right. Let's go, guys. 4:20 on the East Coast. Let's get the drops.
All right.
Man, ain't nothing wrong with smoking weed. Weed is from the earth. God put this here for me and you. Take advantage, man.
Don't give me that shit about it's a drug. It ain't no motherfucking drug. I done the research. It's just a plant. It just grows like that. And if you should happen to set it on fire, there are some effects.
Got perfect time. About to start a little puff give in this motherfucker. I'm about to show y'all who the real puff daddy is. So put that shit like you smoking. Roll this pimp daddy. Smoke weed every day.
Let me hear that bomb.
Baby.
That bomb.
Oh, yeah. There we go. That's the way to start off a show right there. Let's get it. All right. Triple X said, as a lifelong Heat fan, I've been holding back tears all day. Oh, man. Ed in the house. What up? All right. Well, I was trying to hold out for Bogey. He'll be in here soon. First news that we got of the day. Derek Carr not practicing as of today. I know it's Wednesday. We still got 2 more days that he can get into practice. But if you have Derek Carr, 2 QB league, you better go pick up Jameis Winston. You better be making moves right now just in case, because when the casuals start paying attention or when he actually gets listed out or doubtful or anything like that, then you're going to have to compete with people. So yeah, better go do that right now. About Zach Wilson. A lot of drama A lot of drama over there. People are pissed off at the kid. So let's see. The tensions are rising in the Jets locker room over Zach Wilson's situation. The team could be ready to implode. Oh, yeah. We don't want to see the team implode. Some news about the Bucks players that didn't play. Let's see. But yeah, so the they already said, I can't, what's his name? Who'd they get? Jeff Simeon over there for the Jets. They already said that he wasn't going to play this week, that he was going to be inactive. But they said he's a smart guy and he should pick up the system quick. Jeff Simeon going to be the guy to replace him, or is it going to be they're going to go make a pick? I mean, that's what this is going to come down to. All right. And what up, Kevin? He said Carr isn't playing this week. Did they already make it official that he's not playing this week? I mean, they said more than likely. But did he already get, he didn't get the out designation yet, did he? Let's see. I don't even have the Saints stuff up there right now. What is he on Sleeper? Let's see. Did he already get the out? I thought they just said he wasn't likely to play this week. Yeah, so they still have him as questionable for the week. So it's not official that he's not playing, but it's what they said. He's probably not playing. And we all said no, Kaepernick. It's funny how you it's like you have the show sheet, because I was like, the next thing is funny. Kaepernick writes a letter to the New York Jets to Joe Douglas requesting to be signed to their practice squad. Come on, man. Come on. And Dennis said they just need to bring in Kaepernick. How long has it been since he's played in the NFL? Was it been 4 years now? 5 years? It's been so long. Yeah, ridiculous. And yeah, Corbin Joe Namath said, get rid of Zach Wilson. He's a bum. And Kevin said Jets should have signed Cap or Wentz over Trevor Simeon. Not Cap, but maybe I'm with you on Wentz, but man, Wentz just kind of sucks though. Nobody wants him. That's wild. He's not even on the team right now. That's how wild it is. Let's see. What else do we got? Okay, so I don't know where this came from, but apparently the Cowboys have interest in trading for Kyle Pitts. That would be pretty crazy if, they got Ferguson over there. They're wasting time with every single throw to the tight end. It is ridiculous. Kevin said, yeah, but Trevor Simeon, yeah, he's no better. It's raining shit over there in New York as far as the QB situation goes. And Derek said, I would love for us to get Kyle Pitts. That'd be a big time move. I wonder what they would have to trade. And I wonder if the Falcons would actually move off of him. Look right now. What's the Falcons' what's the Falcons' record? Because they're 2-1. And who else you got in there? Yeah, see, it's crazy because the Panthers, besides the Bucks, they did the best in the. Outside of the non-playoff teams in the South, they did the best, and they're 0-3, and everyone else is 2-1. That division is wide open. And Manny said no one wants Cap. He's been done. Yeah, let's see it. When was his? Let's go double check this real quick. When was the last year that he played? 2016 is the year that he played. Is the last year that he played. That's so long ago. That's closer to 10 than it is to 0. Fuck, that's ridiculous. That's a long ass time. Derek said, we'll give you the Falcons Trey Lance. Oh, man, I bet you would. And Kevin said, ATL said, no way they're trading Pitts. Makes 0 sense, though. But I said they don't know how to use them. Exactly. Man, it's Can they just go back and watch some film on how they use like Tony Gonzalez over there, like how they used Austin Hooper that one year? Like that's all they have to do is just go back to some Falcons tape and go look at like the 1 or 2 years that they actually had like really good tight end play, and that'll be it. All right, let's see. We got Bogey in the house. Here we go.
Dig it, sucker.
Yeah. Can you dig that, motherfucker? Yeah.
What up, Tino? What's going down, bro?
What up, twin? They should have just traded for Tannehill, shouldn't they? Late for that now.
And Manny said 7 years ago. Damn, I mean, it's crazy because like in our fantasy football heads, and you know, like it seems like Colin Kaepernick just played like a year or two ago. And yeah, it's wild. 7 years ago. That's a long fucking time.
Yeah, 2017.
Yeah, and he didn't even play in any regular season games in 2017, right? It was just he did. It's not showing that on the Sports Reference show.
Never mind. 2016 was the last year Kaepernick played, and he got on the field. It was under Chip Kelly with the Niners. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2017. We already had it was the Shanahan year already. That was the first Shanahan year.
Yeah, and Austin said was Cap nasty in fantasy football. I mean, he had there was games where he went crazy and was like, you know, a top QB, but I mean, for the most part, he's like QB2.
Yeah, because like you got to go like to 2012 where he was like running all over the place.
Yeah,
and then like 2013, he was viable. I remember 2014. You know, what I mean, I had him in one league.
I think 12, 13, and 14 were the years that like those, and it really was only 13 and 14 where he was like, you could use him for the whole season in a super flex league.
Well, because even in 2014, that was like we were 8-8 that year. It was all bad. Like Greg Roman tried to like switch his whole thing up and go to like a lot of 3 wide receiver sets, 4 wide receiver sets. It just didn't work. We brought in like Stevie Johnson and.
Yeah, those were just the years that he had over 500 yards rushing and over 3,000 yards passing, and those were like his peak like years as a player.
And when you think of someone like Kaepernick, you're thinking of the era where it was still dominated by 4-point passing touchdown leagues. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So then he was a cheat code in like leagues like that, but even then, 500 yards, 600 yards is not amazing.
No, but I mean, think about it back then, like. You know, it's very top heavy. You had to have like, you know, Drew Brees, Ben Roethlisberger, Peyton Manning. You know, obviously Peyton Manning was killing it those years. Aaron Rodgers was killing it those years. Like, you know what I mean? Otherwise, it was like,
actually, Tom Brady was like doing good for fantasy finally.
I think he started coming around. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, I know in 2007 is like when it started, but you know, like in the beginning, and then there was years like, you know, before he gets to the Bucks, he was just like not that good for fantasy. And Vic said, do you think Cap was a stand-up guy? I don't think we have enough information about that.
I think Cap earned my respect because I used to not like that fucker, dude. I used to think he was a sniveling piece of shit. And my nephew, he was in leagues with us, right? When he was a kid, I remember we're all at Santana Row. And this was the story. They're like, oh, we saw Kaepernick. I was like, oh, word. There's like the ice cream shop. And he was like refusing to sign any of the kids like shit. Like wouldn't even look at them. You know what I mean? I was like, man, fuck that guy. Yeah. You know, I was already mad at him too. We lost a couple of NC championships and whatnot. Then like, you know, like when you're in the Bay Area, you know, there's certain things out here that's going to bring you back to your roots. Like, for example, he started like taking classes at Berkeley. And he's like, oh my God, I'm black. You know what I mean? Like he didn't realize that he was black and like started really like standing for something, you know what I mean? And like,
you know, about the kids not signing the, you know, not. I mean, I understand if it's like a grown man coming up wanting an autograph or something.
Yeah, and he was like, you know, he was just, you know, because he was like that. Him, Crabtree, like they weren't like nice people, you know what I mean? But then, you know what I'm saying? He, you know, and I'm sure. I mean, he's actually credited this to his lady. She was the one that got him to take those classes and was like, you know, just, you know, kind of, you know, laced him up on what it is to be a black man in modern society. Cause he kind of came from a fantasy world, bro.
Yeah. Cause he was adopted, right?
Yeah. And then like, you know,
to a pretty well-off family.
Yeah, like middle class, not wanting for nothing, but like and then he had to deal with like, little racism and shit.
The shit that everybody has to deal with.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But like, didn't realize the magnitude of it though.
Right, for sure.
Being that, his background he came from, and then coming out, especially come out to the Bay Area and you see places like Oakland or Richmond or like, where it's like, this is grimy, you know what I mean? You're like, man, like they're doing my people's wrong, you know what I'm saying? And that's how, it kind of opened his eyes. So I respect him for that.
Kaepernick was still a scapegoat. If you guys remember, this is the last we're going to talk about it, but it was the whole Donald Trump shit. Like at the time when he was like stirring up a whole bunch of people, and Kaepernick like literally got mixed in to all that because it'd been weeks that he hadn't been standing. And like, it's like years that Marshawn Lynch wasn't standing for the anthem, but nobody gave a fuck. But like, it was when, and
what do you know? Where's Marshawn from? Oakland.
Yeah.
He's like, man, fuck that shit.
But it was when Donald Trump like really brought it, oh, these bitches aren't going to stand,
What that double?
Yeah, that just took it to the next level. Like it like wasn't even like Kaepernick's doing really. And I mean, what up, Hess?
He told this is what Trump said. He said, I refuse. He went on Twitter. It's like, I refuse to watch the NFL anymore. It's a disgrace to Americans and our military and this and that and blah blah blah. You know what I mean? And it really, that's just true ignorant Trump fashion, like speaking on something that totally out of context, didn't even understand what it stood for. Pun intended, what he wasn't standing for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he handled it the wrong way, like 1,000,000% handled it the wrong way, and that's just being. I mean, I don't even know how old he was at the time, but he was doing some shit that like I would be doing out there, like like just wearing clothes, that like totally is like pushing the issue of like,
like
yeah. Like, remember, he's wearing like the Fidel Castro shirt.
Right, it was Che Guevara.
Che Guevara, there you go, Che Guevara.
Which was, he's a revolutionary. You know what I mean? But it's subjective.
Yeah.
Right? Because some people say, well, he supported Castro, so he was part of the problem. You know what I mean?
What about the pig socks? I mean, that's another one.
Yeah.
During a time when a lot of police brutality is going on, so he's definitely like,
he stole a shitload of socks.
Yeah,
like he was also a great businessman. Like if you think about it too, like it went from he's taking a knee, and now like if you were to, and now the NFL is like, fuck that shit, you're against the military. Then not even a year later is such a big deal that now it's like, okay, if you were against it, you're a racist basically, right? As a team. Yeah. So it's like, okay, we'll allow them to make a choice to stand or not, or like, you know what I mean? Or just stay in the locker room, whatever it was, right? Like the Steelers as a team, they wouldn't even go out there except for Villanueva, because he was like, retired military, you know what I'm saying? He actually fought in the war. So he would be out there proud just by himself, bro, because that's, and it was nothing against Kaepernick, and he understood what it meant, but that was just his stance for being a serviceman. So there's all kind of shit. But then by the time we're in 2018, it helps the NFL's bottom line. You know what I'm saying? To support these things of this nature. You know what I'm saying? For example, you know what I mean? Now you had Nike, which was like very controversial at the time. They kind of used Kaepernick to bail him out, bro.
They bailed him.
You had Nike. Everyone was like, hey, little kids in sweatshops make their products and their shoes and whatnot. And then Kaepernick's like, boom, signing with Nike. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, and the whole campaign about, you know what I mean? Equality and all this stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then like he wins the settlement with the NFL.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That is a win, even though they settled, but then but the NFL wins because they make him sign a non-disclosure agreement. So NDA. So we'll never know the amount of money that Cap got. I don't know why I said clock.
And all that being said, Kaepernick, I don't think is one of the best 32 quarterbacks in the NFL. Like there might be a backup on a team that could like fill in, for Zach Wilson or something like that and be better than him. But I mean, he's one of the best 64, maybe. But this is that's 7 years ago that he played. So I'm going to say he's probably not. He would not be ready to come in right now and play within like a couple weeks or something. There's no chance in hell he would be ready to do that.
I think when Kaepernick went vegan and he came back in 2016, right?
And he has the afro, and you know what I mean, he's doing his thing, his conscious movement or whatnot. Like when he went vegan, he lost like 30, 35 pounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he comes out, he's a little skinnier, you know what I mean? Because what was amazing about him is like being that big and that fast. You know what I mean?
Like a big fucking horse out there, man. The way
fucking gazelle.
He's galloping out there.
It's fucking galloping, bro. Like a fucking
Like that game on the Packers, man. What did he have in that game? In the playoff game?
180 plus rushing. I think it's a record that still holds till this day. Single season rushing record for
Eric said it. He said bust it out for Kaepernick.
Yeah, I mean, they blackballed him, bro. And he won. Okay, man, who the fuck is gonna let this guy back in? He just sued them and got paid a settlement. He'll never go back. And then
they pretty much blackballed Tebow for being like too Christian and taking away too much like eyeballs away from the team.
But they didn't blackball him because he still continued to get shots. He was just bad at football. I mean, like he just got a shot with the Jags to be a tight end like 2 years ago.
Yeah, but that was that's a long time. That he already went and played did his baseball career and
that is
all that.
I mean,
because he wanted to play QB, and pretty much every team that he was going pretty much made a stance that he will not get a chance to compete at the QB position. And that was like the stance they made on him after. It might have been one more team after Belichick, but I think Belichick was the last one.
One more thing with Kaepernick, this actually made me really like him even more because then about a year and a half ago, they organized a representative from each team to come and do a workout, watch Kaepernick do a workout. It was in Atlanta. Only eight teams showed up, right?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm sorry. They had one representative from each team show up.
Then, it's really weird how that whole thing
because then they all show up and Kaepernick's like, okay, only my cameras, and it's an hour from here at this other school because I want to make sure they don't screw me, and we're doing it my way. Then only 8 out of those 32 actually made that drive an hour away to go watch him.
Yeah, this has to be something with like the way that the NFL planned to like this is like one of the things that just made him. He had to do this to make him look crazy, but to get a bigger settlement or something.
Well, this was after the settlement.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This probably had to be part of it to where like anything that ever comes with Kaepernick in the NFL has to be so outrageous.
It happened like 2 years later, though. This workout, you know what I mean? This didn't happen like after the settlement. Like he was actually like there was no talks of him in football for like 2 years. Like, when did he do that workout? 2021.
There's got to be something to like keep his like something like this has to be happening to keep his name afloat or something. Because like just because he wrote a letter to the Jets, that doesn't mean that that's like news. Like someone had to tell someone about that to like get it to where like now it's actually a headline.
And then look at this. When he ships everyone to a new location and only 8 out of the 32 representatives go, right? He does his workout. He looks cool. Whatever, however, good you can look in a workout, right? And then after he had like a post, workout, conference, and he was in there, all the cameras on him. And this is for equality and woo woo, he was on his shit, like, you know what I mean? And it felt like he did all this just for that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to like further push his agenda and his narrative that, and it's always going to be to clear his name, to be honest, because no matter what, we know what he stood for, but it's always going to go down in history as him being blackballed and just kind of shutting him up by settling with him. You know what I mean?
And even then, we know what he stood for, but he really wasn't doing anything going about it the right way. I mean, just really everything was like the exact opposite of like actually like, I don't know, getting anyone to listen to you or take you seriously. How about that when he was in the NFL? And right after,
I mean, he got the whole entire league to take a knee with him.
Yeah,
and he made everybody question their own integrity. You know what I'm saying? Being in the locker room next to someone. Remember, Drew Brees? It went to show how much locked in he is in football. Didn't even know what that shit even fucking meant. You know what I mean? He went and spoke out on it. They ate his ass up. This was 2020. There you go.
Yeah.
This is what 2020 when he got that workout. So you know what I mean? But I mean, and then there's the old timers that say just keep it football, and then you know what I mean? Then there's you know, there's the, you know, and we're living in a day and age where it's like, hey, you can't watch a product if this product doesn't support, you know what I mean? You know, minorities and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So it became a real conflict of interest for some people that were like really woke, quote unquote. And then there were the ones that were like, well, yeah, man, fuck them, bro. But I love my Niners, bro. Or fuck yeah, I love my Steelers though, bro. You know what I mean? Like most people were able to compartmentalize it and watch football for what it is and not have it be affected. But yeah, it was really a thing for real.
Yeah, pretty wild how it all worked out. All right, let's see. Now let's jump back in. We got a couple questions. Easy breezy. Would you play Fields or Jordan Love this week? Jordan Love. Let's see. Manny said, who you got tomorrow night? Detroit or Green Bay? I'll take Green Bay at home on the short week.
Yeah. I don't like golf on the road outside. Will it be a good game? Pretty sure. They play each other. Golf plays this team really fucking tough. And like they don't make I don't think you're gonna really get much out of film watching Jordan Love this year so far. It's just gonna look, what you're gonna see is that like they're just moving the ball kind of willy-nilly up and down the field.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. Actually, you know what they'll see on film? That you could pick his ass up. You know what I mean? Because they have no one's done it yet, really. You know what I mean? How many picks has he thrown? One? He's threw like 5 almost picks that I could think of.
Yeah, because I don't think he's I think he's only thrown the one, right?
The one on the year, yeah.
Pretty sure. All right, let's see.
Oh,
yeah, I mean, outside NFL's a fraternity. Once you're out for sure. Has said, do we believe Christian Watson that is planning to play this week? If so, do we start him or do we wait a week? Yeah, see, the thing that sucks is, I mean, he only got in a limited practice yesterday. So, I mean, that's the thing that kind of sucks. Like about it, we don't know if he's going to play or not. We're going to have to watch this all the way down. And I'm probably not starting him. I mean, it just depends on who you have, though.
My bad. Hold on.
Pedro said, did I win this trade? Received Breece Hall, traded away 2-2. I guess it remains to be seen. I kind of would rather have 2-2 right now. But
hold on, let's get a live reaction. Okay. We got a trade here. My man's in a prestigious league of ours. Lay on the trade so we can grade this thing. What's up? Yeah, when I mean prestigious, I mean like fucking full of assholes.
Oh yeah, we're like billionaire assholes for sure.
There you go.
Nah, bro, like you know how it is. My team is doing pretty shit right now. I gotta make moves. I gotta be desperate when it sense.
Man, how come you don't gotta be desperate when you're talking to me? You get all strong and stand on your ground. When it comes to me, okay, lay the trade on me. I mean, I'm interested to hear this real quick. How gangster am I? He tried to give me Derrick Henry for Brian Robinson tank. That's that. Never. Okay, but so let me hear the trade.
Derrick Henry for Kyron Williams, Quentin Johnston, and Hunter Henry is a throw-in.
Okay, not bad. For 0-3 team, what do you think of that, Huss?
I couldn't hear the whole thing.
Okay, he sends Derrick Henry, brings back Kyron Williams, Quentin Johnston, and Hunter Henry.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'd rather have Derrick Henry just in the hopes that he does turn it into something, but who knows if that's going to happen.
If you're an 0-3 team and you want to stab Derrick Henry, how good does that feel to move? 1-3. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disrespect, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, 1-2. Got to be.
He said, "Don't disrespect me online." All right, Hinnock, I like you. I think you're doing your thing. That it's really just if you believe Quentin Johnston is going to be that guy, and that's like a second half play. I like.
I gotta gamble. I just have to gamble, bro.
I mean, you're a gambler. Well, ladies and gentlemen, my man Hinnock. I like the trade though. For sure, peace.
Manny said Goff or Gino.
Yeah. Gino gets New York on a Monday. Let's go.
Let's
Revenge narrative?
And man, he said he wrote a letter. That's fucking hilarious. I know. Who writes letters these days?
See, when you're rich, right? It goes like this. He says, hold on, write this down. Dear to whom it may concern. Are you getting this? You know what? Write it in the fancy quill. Yeah. We're rich. Remember that? Yeah, use my heading. Use my what do they call those? A ledger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put the heading where I'm taking a knee. Yeah. It was a long letter. One of those ones you had to roll out, right? He even sent someone they showed up and read it. This is from Kaepernick, right? It was a fucking jester. A fucking court jester came to read off the thing. I'm telling you. He's got a lot of money, man.
George said, do I trade Tony Pollard and Christian Kirk for CMC?
Fuck yeah.
Any way that you can get CMC, kind of have to do it.
And hold on your butt, because you have the fourth best running back in the game already right now. So to only throw in the likes of a Christian Kirk to get CMC, hey, I'm all about it.
Niner MMA, Godwin, Gabe Davis, Garrett Wilson, B-Rob, Pacheco, A-Chain, start 4.
Okay, so we're just gonna we're just gonna start with A-Chain because listen, everyone's gonna die on this hill, or we're all gonna party on top of that hill. We're doing it. No one asked about A-Chains. We're not gonna argue with you.
You're just doing it. I'm gonna go A-Chain, Gabe Davis,
B-Rob,
Garrett Wilson. Man, B-Rob's gonna be tough versus the Eagles.
You know he tore up the Eagles last year.
All right, B-Rob, let's do it.
I mean,
he's taking shots to the ass. He can take some. He can take some Eagles defenders.
There you go.
C. Likesy. Can you rank these players? JJ, Tyreek, Keenan Allen, Tay Adams. Exact way that you put it, right there.
Yep. I like. Yeah, you know what? I like that order.
Kevin said, I think the whole Kaepernick story would be interesting. I hope to see him get a chance. Would definitely be fun to see how things go.
What is he now? 36, 37?
Yeah, let's see.
It's like my age, right? 38. It's going to be 38.
He's 35.
Okay, he's younger than me.
About to turn 36.
Okay, yeah, November. He's a Scorpio.
Yeah, why would, I don't know. You go look at like the 36-plus-year-old quarterbacks that have ever played in the league. Like, I don't think too many of them like took a 7-year hiatus from the league and then came back.
Kurt Warner.
Wasn't 7 years.
No, it wasn't 7, and it wasn't even a hiatus. He was just playing in arena ball, right?
Yeah. And Marco said Keaton Mitchell or Travion Williams in Dynasty. I don't even know who Mitchell is, so I guess Williams.
Yeah. I mean, Travion's getting 6 to 8 touches. I mean, this is really, really deep play right here.
Yeah. And what up, Yuck? Yuck in the house.
What up, Yuck? And I've been seeing people pick up Chase Brown in like a couple different leagues that are totally unrelated. Am I missing something?
I don't know. One Nation said Love or Brock this week. Probably Brock. Close though.
I was trying to warn my guys. They're like doing a massive parlay, and they're taking. It was like minus 14. I think they teased it up, like make the Niners like beat them by 14. I'm like, I don't know about that, man.
Man, he said Detroit beat him up in Lambeau last year.
Yeah, they did.
And from the playoffs. Yes, I mean,
this Jamal Williams revenge game's real, man.
I mean, does this team look like 1,000,000% different than it did like back then? I mean, it looks very, very different right now.
They are gonna get Sewell back
for whatever that's worth.
Yeah, I think they're getting both their guards back.
Okay, that's gonna make a difference.
Yeah, they need it. But that's something we'll keep an eye on that because I know they're gonna get Sewell back.
What up, Peacock?
What up, Peacock?
Easy Breezy said Madison, Jerome Ford, or Stevenson. I'll go Ramondre. What up, Hollywood?
What up, Hollywood?
And Seahawks or Ravens defense from the side-eye Muppet. Seahawks are just, it's better on paper.
Yeah, it's a nice little anchor on a Monday. Hopefully you won't be depending on them to put up big points, but you got big turnover, Danny Dumbass over there.
And it's funny, Yucks and my opponent traded me Raheem the Dream Mostert for peanuts. And man, then you got to play him this week. Crispy said, should I start A-Chain? Yes.
That is correct. I mean, what are we gonna do? You're gonna. You know what? Let me just wait and see if he does it again. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, it's only natural for everyone to start this motherfucker after a game like that. There's no way no one's not.
Yeah.
I mean, like, even if I knew it was bad, there's no way no one's not going to.
Has said thoughts on Christian Gonzalez, who's playing like 98 to 100% of their snaps.
As long as they're not straying away from him, you know what I mean? He's getting tackles.
Well, that's the thing, though. It's just kind of like hit or miss. Like, he's big play dependent right now. So
he's not racking it. There's no floor tackles here.
No, he's not like covering the number one or anything. So no, they use him. They use him in a very creative way, I guess. And but if he doesn't get an interception or a sack, it's like his games aren't going to be that good. So not saying I don't like him, but I don't like to start him right now.
There's a wide variety of cornerbacks I'd probably play over him.
Yeah.
Let's
jump back into the news. We got pretty much caught up on the chat. Derek said Burrow or the Brock. I mean, I'm just gonna start the upside of Burrow. I mean, look at what he did on like one leg last week. Like now he's going up against the Titans. He could be on one leg and throw for 300 on the Titans.
Can't run on the Titans. So you can throw on them. So you know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Devin Lloyd had surgery and he's not making the trip to London. And they said Zay Jones is a long shot to play in London this week as well.
Picked up Chad Muma.
Yes, I did that. I was a little pissed about it, but
I had Devin Lloyd, so I had to like put some. What did I put like $10 on it? 15.
He did
32-man league, so
he did good last year for what it's worth.
In the filling spot.
It was like a couple weeks.
I mean, just throw the linebackers in there against Atlanta. That's going to have two running backs coming at them like a 1-2 punch.
Emil said, what are we doing with Jeff Wilson?
Keeping him in the IR?
Yeah, you're leaving him in the IR until further notice and cross the bridge.
Every so often, scroll down, give him a little pep talk. Looking good. We can bust you up out of there right now a little bit, but you know what I mean? Looks like you're just going to be sitting there. And you might be without a job.
And Yuck said A-Chain crazy good, sell high, people giving up Ridley. Well, yeah, because Ridley's like a buy low candidate like right now. Because, I mean, shit, that's two shit games.
Would you do that? Would you take your A-Chain if he was at luxury, redraft, right? And go and get you a Ridley straight up?
I guess what sucks about Ridley is we have one great game and then we have two shit games. And that's all we have to like base it off of. And like, our team's really going to be able to shut him down and eliminate him like that easily from these games?
2 words.
Suck it.
No. I don't blame you, though. Revenge game, man. Let's go. It's got to be. Fuck the Atlanta Falcons. Let's go, Ridley. Revenge.
Man, what if AJ Terrell just really hates him and like I don't know, knows how to shut him down?
I mean, what if he dogged him out all the time in practice too? There's a flip side of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, for those that don't know what we're talking about, AJ Terrell, only one of the better corners in the game, plays for the Falcons, played opposite of Calvin Ridley in practice, for the last couple of years. Actually, yeah, a couple of years prior to that. I mean, you know what Ridley looks like? Is this crazy? Is he a guy who didn't play football for a year and is 29 years old?
Right.
I don't know. That might be it, huh?
I mean, we just thought that he was going to come back in like nothing really happened, but we're seeing a little bit of those pains right now.
You think he's going to London and he's going to gamble?
I mean, it'd be the place to do it.
He knows a guy.
And Tino said A-Chain only had one good game, to be fair. Yeah, but I feel like running backs are more like they're just like way more
gold,
closer to extinction right now than wide receivers are. There's so many dead running backs out there.
And there's even the ones that are dead that you're getting put in your lineup still, like Dalvin Cook. You're putting a dead man in there.
And
I'm trying to reverse jinx him into something I can start. You're staying on the bench, Dalvin.
Yeah. So that's the only reason. It's yeah, I mean, I'd trade A-Chain for a handful of people, I'm sure, but Ridley would be the cause to pause because it's not like we're trading someone who just killed it for someone who like killed it on the other side of the ball too. Talking about a guy coming off back-to-back fucking stinkers.
If I only had a brain.
All right. We didn't mention this one yet, but Anthony Richardson got back to practice today.
There you go. Dumb Cam.
Waddle got back to practice, full go at practice as well. So he's Gucci. He'll be back. And then there goes all A-Chain's extra touches right there. Because now Waddle's coming back and A-Chain's probably going to resort to like 10 or 12 touches. Instead of what he did last week, like 24.
You know it's going to be the best? When they have like A-Chain and Mostert out there at the same time. Or, oh no, what do we do? And it's just a Tyreek big old one to Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Like that's the worst thing that could have happened to the NFL is to see them get nasty on the run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, all right, now what do we do?
This shit is funny with Devontae Adams. He's still talking shit to the Raiders. He's gonna get moved. He said Las Vegas isn't doing anything to establish a winning culture. We're not doing things the way to establish a winning culture. We got to go out there and do it. That's the theme of the year. Not just talking about it, but actually figuring out what we need to do. We did that all throughout last year, and then this year we got to be about it.
You know what I like about Devontae Adams here? He waited till he had a big game. He had a big game. All right, y'all. Tired of this shit. Lead it by example. You motherfuckers listen here. You know where I come from? I come from Green Bay. Winning organization, bro. Fuck this shit. It's not what winning looks like, bro. Let me call Jamal Williams. Calls him up. Hello, Jamal. Yeah. He's already crying.
I'm so glad you called me right now.
I started crying when I seen the call ID. Hey, don't let him get twisted. You some dog. You a dog. Like a big dog.
Oh, man. That shit is funny.
Thanks, Jamal. Click.
Oh, man. Kareem Hunt. So he's got rib issues and a groin issue, apparently, and he's not practicing on Wednesday.
Damn, bro. Look at that.
Already got issues.
You would say he got a soft tissue injury because he wasn't football conditioned, I bet, right?
Say so.
I'd say.
Say so.
Usually happens that way. Soft tissue injuries come from motherfuckers not conditioned correctly.
Yeah.
You would think he just got signed to the team, huh?
How about for the Panthers? Mingo in concussion protocol, and he's not going to practice today. Yeah, not looking good for him. We'll see tomorrow. If he doesn't practice tomorrow, like he's not playing this week. And Bryce Young, though, he did participate. He was a full go in practice. So, damn it. We wanted the red rifle for another week, but I don't think we're going to get it. For the Raiders, or actually, we'll save that for a minute. Let's see. Carlton Davis expected to get out in the limited practice.
Are you drafting?
No, I'm doing a show, buddy.
Can I play?
Let's see. And Marty said, did I miss the card news? That he didn't practice today, and it's not looking good for him playing this week. That was the Derek Carr news of the day. Let's see. So Carlton Davis expecting to get a limited practice, and then Jamel Dean not practicing. Alvin Kamara officially back at practice. There we go. Saquon considered day-to-day. No guarantee that he's going to play this week, but still day-to-day. A lot better than week-to-week, and they got the Monday game. Let's see. Oh, I guess I didn't even see this, but Jair Alexander was limited on Tuesday, and Tuesday's like the Friday, like practice for the Thursday peeps. And let's see, Monty, He's officially questionable. He was limited yesterday. Myles Gaskin released by the Vikings. Deion Jackson, he's going to the Browns practice squad. They poached him. Let's see. Who else do we got? Yeah, let's see. Okay, yeah, I think that's pretty much it for a lot of the practice reports and stuff like that. But here goes. Yeah, see, I wanted to wait for Bogey for these ones, but Jimmy G, the Raiders, they're optimistic that he's gonna play this week. I don't think that he practiced today. Let's go double check just to be sure. They don't even have anything up yet as of today, but I'm not sure if he practiced or not. I didn't get any kind of notification like on him specifically. So yeah, we're just gonna have to monitor. Gonna have to monitor that. Oh, there goes Bogey.
My bad, my little man. We wanted cookies and milk.
Oh, good. All right. So here goes two other things that, well, one's funny and then one's crazy. So Chandler Jones apparently said he's been he was taken against his will and taken to some kind of like mental hospital
facility,
and like didn't even have like a bed to like sleep on or anything like that, and like nobody from the team will answer his calls like anymore. It's just wild.
And he has his brother, the champ, bringing him food and stuff like that. And like he's like, I'm perfectly sane, and they won't let me out of here. And it's pretty crazy because when it's that's the difficult thing when they try to label you something like that.
Yeah.
The moment you say you're not, they're not gonna believe you.
Yeah.
And this is really crazy. Like, you know, maybe there's something more to what Devontae Adams is saying here. He's like, listen, man, get me out of here, yo. That's fucked up, though. That's some real, like, no one's talking about this neither.
Yeah, this is wild, man. And yeah, Peacock said the Chandler Jones news came out a few days ago. Yeah, we've been doing, we didn't do FNT yesterday or on Monday.
And then we're going to try this new thing. Since we're doing the like 2 and sometimes 3 hour morning shows, we're gonna one of those hours will be FNT on Monday and Tuesday because we're basically giving the news anyway.
Yeah,
so, like, why not just run the intro at one point, right?
Yeah.
Welcome to hour 2 of the program.
Yeah, and Derek said I didn't even hear about the Chandler Jones. That's horrible. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's real crazy. I wish we really knew what's going on. I mean, Chandler Jones says he's not crazy and there's nothing going wrong with him. But, it's like Marlon. It could be like Marlon from the Wayans Brothers. I said, stop calling me crazy. Jerry, tell him stop calling me crazy or I'm going to go crazy.
I mean, and like, think about this too. Like, there's probably something that happened. They're not telling us. Like, maybe there was some incident. Maybe he went in there, like, start just grabbing Mark Davis. Fuck my money. Maybe something like that happened where he had to get removed. They're like, you know what I mean? Like something where some kind of, because anytime you have some kind of outburst or incident like that gets reported, you got to get psychiatrically evaluated. So,
yeah.
And then, one
it's
thing
like doctors, who's to say they can't fudge that kind of shit, or.
And like, I'm not, of course, I'm a conspiracy theorist, so I'm always going to think there's something going on here, but it could also be like there was just as simple as there was an incident and he has to be detained for like 21 days. Because I think sometimes like 5150, I think is like a 21-day hold. Someone can fact check me on this. So, and we heard about this a couple of days ago. It's been about a week, he said. So maybe this just could be that. And he's like, he just has access to the outside. So he's letting the world know his version.
Yeah. And Frank the Tank said, Devontae said, never said, get me out of here.
Right.
I mean, at one point it seemed like that, but I don't know.
I like that him and Jimmy are starting to gel. You know what I mean? For all my Devontae Adams shares, goddamn it. I mean, I'm gonna compartmentalize it in fantasy. I can give a fuck what's going on with the Raiders organization. That doesn't surprise me. They just look at the guy. Okay, I can always judge a man by his decision making. And when you look at Mark Davis and the type of haircut that he consciously chooses to get, you know this man doesn't make good decisions, bro.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Right.
Look at his fucking haircut. He's a fucking
Peacock said Eckler was back at practice with no limitations. Well, I mean, he was limited. They didn't say that he was a full. They did not say that he was a full go though.
Cool. He
back.
Actually might come back.
Back in practice though.
That's amazing. They looked at Josh Kelly like, come on, Eckler. What can we do here?
Yeah. And Frank the Tank said, salute Raider Nation. That's my team. I'm going to be 10 toes down for him, even if.
Oh, man, you got to be.
Even if I'm in a smoldering garbage pile right now. Oh, okay. Peacock said he read that he was moving with no limitations. Okay, that's good. That's good. And Trey, 12-team redraft, which accepted a crazy offer sent to me. I was offered Eckler for Sanders. Is concerning, makes zero sense. Eckler is going to be out for a long time. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I would just, you better do it. Better do it. One Nation's had a meltdown. Oh, yeah, he had the meltdown back with the Patriots. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Frank said he said they aren't establishing a winning culture. Yeah, for sure. That might as well be get me the hell out of here, right? Let's see. And Yuck said, for real, who goes to the barber and says, give me the Chucky Do. St. Louis fan, what up? Do you think Taylor plays a snap for Indianapolis or is Zach Moss the guy? I mean, that's what's tough because I almost don't think that Taylor plays a snap for Indy. I think someone does get him. And Tino said, bro, I read the Pats incident. Chandler showed up at the police station, no shirt, saying that he had a bad reaction to drugs. Oh, man, this dude's crazy. And Frank the Tank said, just started watching y'all. Y'all cool as hell. Yeah, hell yeah, man. Appreciate you, bro. We're always bringing the news. We're always smoking. We're always having fun. And it's all about fantasy football for sure. And Tino said, Tank, how'd you find out about us, bro? Yeah, very curious. Let us know how you found out.
All right.
And Marty said, nah, Justin Jefferson's girlfriend just dumped his ass, about to have a career game on Sunday. Yeah, I hope so.
Damn. She's like, I'm leaving you for Tyreek Hill. He's going for 2,000. I'm going for 2,000. That's crazy.
Yeah. And, so here goes the last piece of news. I wanted to save this one for you, Bogey. Cool. Tyreek Hill, he's already came up with what he wants his post-NFL career to be. And he wants to be a content creator, but it's not going to be the content in the podcast that he's doing now. He says that right after his NFL career, he wants to become a porn star.
Cool. I mean, he's not a good-looking dude, man.
I don't think that you have to be a good-looking dude.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm pointing it out.
Yeah, I mean, because if you're a good-looking dude, is gonna do real movies, not porno movies. You know, you're gonna pay the big bucks.
He's like, I seen what Tiger's doing on OnlyFans. He's like, Tiger's pulling in like 19-20 million a year. He's like, I bet y'all can do double. You know what's funny is I wanted to guess before you said it, right? Because I swear to God, I would have guessed he's gonna do a show where he races different animals. Right? He starts off slow. It's like, the tortoise and the hare. The hare clearly beats the tortoise, and he's like, now me versus the hare. He's gone. And then he works his way up to an actual cheetah, and that's the season finale.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. You would watch that show, right? I would watch that before any Tyreek Hill porno, I swear to God.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be interested in watching a Tyreek Hill porno, but I am interested in content that he could.
What if he's like a fast fucker? The pornos are like a minute long.
He better have some like real good gimmick that's going to like hook me in.
his nut time is like 3.2 seconds. It's the fastest nut.
Oh man, yeah. Derek said I'm good.
But Derek, wouldn't you watch him race the animals?
Tino said I'll check it out for fantasy football purposes, but he said strictly business for me. Man, this shit is fucking ridiculous. And Yuck said Tyreek, the BBC freak, the cheetah and the Hida.
Right? There it is, bro.
Oh man. And Super Saiyan said his first scene's gonna be with that Adam 22 guy, his wife. Oh yeah, like wasn't that the guy who like what his wife did a porno with someone else or like something like that, but they're both like porn stars and have like an open relationship or something?
So I used to fuck with No Jumper podcast, the coolest podcast. I used to fuck with that shit tough before like quarantine. Because then
so that was his podcast, right? The No Jumper.
Yeah, No Jumper. Okay. He's like a BMX guy, and then like turned like he's like super fan hip hop, and he's like, you know what I mean? Like he really blew up interviewing Triple X Tentacion, because that was like the last like real in-depth interview before he got murdered and shit.
And I only know about him because of Steve-O interviewed him twice now, and I listened to those interviews.
Yeah, and like he his girl, she was like a cam girl, like an OnlyFans chick, and then like like they would bring in other porn stars, and he would like bang them both and shit. And I guess she's cool with it now. Like she's out there banging other dudes now. Before it was like it was cool for him to like fuck other chicks like with her.
Yeah, because wasn't that just like what you said right now? It was a threesome, but it was other chicks that they were bringing in there, and it was like, wasn't it a podcast that they were like recording, and then they would start fucking, and it would be like on OnlyFans or something, right?
Yeah, it would go from the podcast to fucking.
Yeah,
and then he I mean, he had some notable ones. Like he brought in like Riley Reid.
Okay,
she's like big the last like however many years. I mean, and then like I don't know. I mean, I'm not in the game like that, so I don't know anybody. But he has.
They said it was a business move. Like, I mean, because I don't even know how they said it got brought up. But I mean, the other dude is like one of their porn star friends or some shit, and like it was a money move, and they're like their business is sex. Like, what's so weird about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think my weirdest thing would be like just don't suck his dick. Maybe it's like you're gonna kiss her after that. I don't know. It's just weird.
I mean, I'm sure he's not the only dick that she's ever sucked in her whole life.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to watch. You have to watch.
To each his own.
I'm just saying, if they're in that lifestyle already, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying a normal person.
Like, okay, like, all right, you're dating. Okay, like, how about this? You're dating a porn star, right? It's fucking awesome. You're like,
and right there, if you're dating a porn star, you already know everything's gonna come along with it.
Yeah, right. So you're dating a porn star. It's fucking awesome, right? And you come home one day, and you're like, "Oh, baby, I cooked dinner," and she's like, "Oh, I had a long day at work," and she just plops down her paperwork on thing. She's like, "Oh," I'm like, "Well, what's that?" "Oh, it's my new contracts," and he just looks at it, and it's like, fucking airtight. Airtight. You're like, "Oh shit, damn, 3 at a time, babe."
It was so Entourage. They do have in season 7 is kind of like his Charlie Sheen season where it's all kind of like downhill, and he's dating a porn star, Sasha Grey, and at this time she's trying to do like regular movies and things like that, but she gets offered some crazy deal to get back and do a gangbang scene.
Nice.
And well, not nice for him. He's a little self-conscious about everything going on. And she used to date one of the guys who's one of the 6 actors.
And he pulled number 6, huh? He's like, yeah. She's like, I can't wait till 6.
They don't even get to that part. It's pretty much he has a meltdown when they're doing the photo shoot for the movie cover.
I mean, it's like you can't live the lie either. You can't be like, okay, we're going to my mom's for Thanksgiving. Okay, I told him you're in accounting. You know what I mean? And then it's your younger brother. He's like, oh shit, you're dating her, bro.
Whoa, I don't even know about this, but Frank the Tank said Adam 22 is low key a pedophile. Oh shit.
Oh whoa.
I don't even know about any.
Good thing I stopped fucking with his content.
Yeah,
You know what I didn't like about why I stopped fucking with his shit? Because he started bringing on he started bringing on like gangsters for real, like fools from the neighborhood, like neighborhood Crips, like fools from, you know what I mean? And then like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you're bringing these gangsters on, bro. Like they're talking that gangster shit, bro. And like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, you know, it's I get irritated when people like not from the culture, like in any culture, like for me, I'm not gonna go to the country club and be like pip pip and have my fucking sweater around my neck and like, you know what I mean? It's not me, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't like it when people, you don't belong there. You know what I mean? Go BMX and go fuck your lady on tape. You know what I mean? Stay out of the street politics.
Where did you guys see that? Tino, Derek, where did you guys just see that news? Because
what is it? No,
it's that Cooper Kupp is supposedly coming back in week 5. I don't see it though. I get notifications from everywhere.
I saw something that he was like his recovery, like he was looking good in his recovery, like he's on track is what I saw. But I saw that a couple days ago, which made sense. There's a lot of people buying Cooper Kupps up. I mean, if there's a blurb for people to react on, you know, you can imagine that it's going to happen.
What up, Ra? He said Puka or DJ Moore rest of the year. Well, we just talked about Cooper Kupp coming back. I wouldn't be trying to make any rest of season moves with Puka in mind just yet.
It'd be Puka for me. DJ Moore's been so whack, bro. You know what I mean? Like it's
not what I expected. Where did it just come out from? And I have a shitload of like notifications, but where'd you see it come out?
I like it. I have a shitload of Cooper Kupp. I need him back. And okay, let's just do this real quick. If you bring back Cooper Kupp and he comes back dominating the 11 to 12 plus targets, there goes Tutu and Puka becomes this 8 to 10 target guy. And I'm okay with that. Yeah. It'd be more than DJ Moore still.
Yeah. No matter what, Puka's like the next guy up.
Yeah, now it becomes the issue of whether or not this team has anything to play for.
I mean, here's the way that it's worded. Sean McVay said that he's still hoping that Cooper Kupp can play week 5.
Yeah, people play telephone that quick.
That's it. I mean,
they said he's coming back September. What's today's date?
Yeah.
They put a date in it.
Even the way that it said it right there, that's not promising. That's just like, yeah, we're keeping hope alive, baby. That's it.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah. I almost think that it's more likely that he doesn't come back in week 5 the way that he worded that. Because Sean McVay is a smart guy.
You know, Sean McVay is the guy who would definitely not let someone fuck his wife for money.
Right, only to like, you know, to woo someone into coming to the Rams. Like that's the only reason why he let someone fuck his wife.
You think he banged Stafford's wife? What does Stafford's wife look like?
Yeah, remember we were talking about this morning. They did a nice swap when they were in Cabo. Like, we're not on American soil. It doesn't count.
I need to show like all women this rule book so they just know. Not on American soil, I'm telling you. It's a rule.
And Tina said, sounds like they're going to try to trade Kupp and make him seem healthier than what he is. We would still have to pass a physical and stuff, though, right?
When you get traded, yeah.
You still have to pass a physical. So, let's see. Derek said sent the text.
Yeah, and usually
it's like literally the exact same thing. Oh, this one says Sean McVay expects Cooper Kupp, but that's the headline though. Let's see. Yeah, see, look, but here he is. He was asked, is Cooper Kupp going to play in week 5? That's the hope.
What does Marcellus Wallace look like? What?
Did you guys read the articles or just the headline? Because they definitely got us with the us with the headlines.
What does Marcellus Wallace look like?
If that would have been like if I would have got that notification, that would have been the headline today. Cooper Kupp expected back. Because they don't really say when he's expected back. They said the hope is for week 5, but you know, I don't know how much we're buying into hopes and dreams. I don't think Sean McVay buys too much into hopes and dreams.
I mean, Sean McVay, he wakes up in the middle of the night, he's sweating. He's like, no, babe, don't worry, just go back to sleep. He looks in the mirror.
I just had a dream. I just had a dream about you and Jared Goff right now.
He's like, no, baby, what's wrong? Nothing. It was a dream about you and Cam Akers again. He ran one in for the tug and then ran straight into the bed with you. Baby, there's no beds by the end zone. There wasn't my dream.
Oh yeah, and 420 AM radio. Totally true. So I thought you just had to be in different area codes. Yeah, that was in Road Trip, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not cheating if you're in different area codes.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah. Like, what do you say? Or like if you have like 2 girls there at the same time, they would cancel each other out, you know? So it's like they're not really there.
I mean, it's math.
And then what's his name? Kyle. It's not cheating if you spread peanut butter on your testicles and let your dog lick it off.
Okay.
And everyone in there, they're all like, oh, what? And he was like trying to explain himself. No, because it's your dog, you know? And they're like, yeah, we got it.
Good boy. Good boy. Get the peanut butter. Peanut butter time.
Oh man, Kyle's such a savage.
I mean, that was before he boinked for the first time.
Hey man, I mean, before then it was just the peanut butter and the dog. Jerry Jeudy on the injury report.
God fucking damn it.
Limited with the knee injury.
That's different from Miami.
Yeah.
Limited though, so I'm okay with it. It's Wednesday.
Yeah, still sucks though. We don't want to hear like different injuries. Like if he's being rested because of that injury, that makes sense. But
here's the thing too: is like this. I believe this right now because, like, they're trying to shop him, so they would need him out there.
Yeah,
and like this is that Chicago game that we're all waiting for. And if he doesn't play for some reason, fire up Cortland Sutton and fucking Marvin Mims, god fucking damn it.
Damn right.
I mean, it was kind of dope, right? I don't think anyone saw the Cortland Sutton thing really, because he wasn't doing that before Jerry Jeudy came back. Jerry Jeudy comes back and said, all right, now we pepper Cortland.
Yeah. It makes a difference when Jerry Jeudy is getting the top-notch coverage. He's getting the next man up and handling biz. They're exploiting the matchups.
I gotta watch that game again to see where Xavier Howard was.
He was covering Cortland a lot, but they were still going to him. It was weird.
He has a size advantage on Xavier Howard too.
Yeah, I don't think Howard was following him though. So I think he was just on him every time he was on the right side of the field, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Da Vinci says Puka done when Cup comes back. No, because they're such a trash team, they're just going to keep throwing it.
Let's just hope that they don't get away from Matthew Stafford. Let's hope Matthew Stafford doesn't even get hurt. Like that, you know what I mean? Because that's the worst thing. This team is liable to like pack it up, move their pieces like Cooper Kupp. You know, and then you'd be like, all right, yeah, Puka again. But then it's like, oh, wait a second. Are we shutting down Stafford? Are they moving Stafford?
Yeah, because you know what's crazy is really it's the 3 wide receiver set. You know, like, I mean, they run that like, I mean, shit, Tutu was the odd man out last week. He played 87% of the snaps.
You mean that Jefferson was?
No, I don't.
Tutu was the odd man out? As in,
as in lowest man on the totem.
Wow, at 80.
87. Puka played 96. Van Jefferson played 93. So I don't know the difference from Jefferson and Tutu kind of flip-flopping. Last week, Jefferson was the 80% guy and Tutu was the 90% guy.
Yeah.
So there's something with the matchup there. But either way, they're deploying 3 wide receivers, and it's definitely going to be I mean, maybe Van Jefferson and Tutu both take a knock, and it's like a 4-man kind of like rotation for like the top 3.
I think Tutu solidified himself over Jefferson. I would think if and when Cup comes back, he's the third in a 3 wide receiver set.
I really want to know why. I wonder if it's certain packages that Tutu's in that Van Jefferson's not, or vice versa. There's got to be some reason why.
And going into week 3, it wasn't like, okay, don't dedicate your best coverage to Puka, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't get what's going on with Jefferson. He's literally just playing the same exact role he always did when Cup was there, and whenever it was Robert Woods there. He just plays. He's literally the third.
He has the most snaps out of all the wide receivers currently over there.
It's weird, and he's done the least. Yeah.
Let's see even how the targets get spread out real quick.
It's not even like he's a crazy ass good blocker down the field for a team that doesn't even really run like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious because obviously Puka and Tutu are going to take a little hit when Cooper Kupp comes back, but I'm curious how much they would dip. Definitely take a lot of the.
I'm curious what my thoughts were before the season. If someone was like, "What do you guys think of Tutu and Puka?" I'm like, "Fuck them, Van Dam Jefferson." Wah! Because I'm like, he's the guy that knows the system. He's gonna be on the field all the time, and now all that was true, but
yeah,
not the part about him producing.
Yeah, and Brandon said, "Do you buy low on Zach Wilson?" Buy low on Zach Wilson for a safety hill from Cincy. Think he might be better as Dad Rogers on the side. Nah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm not giving up Hill for Zach. I'm not giving up Hill for Zach Wilson. Like, Dax Hill has been straight up dog out there.
He's putting it up. Dax Hill in one game this year has put up more than Zach Wilson has all year. In that one game Dax Hill just had right now.
Yeah. Like right now, let me see. Right now, Dax Hill's the number 1 DB. Javon Holland's number 2 in points, 74 and 72. Yeah, you're just
the mighty Dax.
You're not doing that. We're not trading the number 1 DB for the number 33.
33.
Yeah. No, we're not doing that.
I mean, Mike White came in there and played a little better than him, right? So he might be. Zach Wilson might literally be the 33rd QB ranked right now, as far as points.
And it's funny in what's it called? In one of the leagues, there's a trade that went down. Waddle and Kyren Williams for Stephon Diggs. And someone's like, this has to be collusion.
I mean, or someone want to win now. They like 100 receptions.
Now it's in the wafer. Now it's the wafers.
Oh yeah,
it's redraft.
I don't know. I mean, I think
I don't think that's
collusion. I mean, like Kyren Williams had one big game, basically. I mean, he has a bunch of touchdowns that saved those games, but
yeah,
outside of last week or week 2, you know what I mean? It's been touchdown or bust. And what did he do last week against the Bengals?
Can't remember.
See?
Yeah.
I can't remember it.
That's wild. That's dope that Dax Hill and Javon Holland are the 2 top DBs right now. Those are 2 guys that we were targeting heavily.
Yep. Hell yeah. Dax Hill, too, before the year started. Total gamble. Totally nailed it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fantasy math. You know what I mean? Two of their starting safeties gone. They drafted this guy to be there in Covenant. His time now. Boom. Enter Dax Hill. Number 1 DB so far. Love it.
And it was pretty awesome because I got him in. I not only do I have him in like a shitload of dynasty, I mean, I have him in so many redraft too because like I was just waiting, and he's still there. Holland's still there. It's crazy that I have that combo in like multiple leagues, the Dax Hill Holland combo, because they're not going like high at all. Because the guys like Brisker and Hufanga and all that, the hype was on like guys like that. We hadn't seen it. No one knew who Dax Hill really was. Like, I mean, guys like us who do dynasty, but nobody like who's into redraft and like you're a non-Bengals fan. Like, you don't know who the hell Dax Hill is.
Dax Hill was picked up after week 1.
Yeah.
Most redrafts.
Yeah.
He went drafted.
And Terrell said, what's Pittman's dynasty value? What rounds? I'm trying to trade him since I have Richardson. Trade for him.
A second.
Yeah.
I don't really want to pay too much to get a Michael Pittman. And for dynasty purposes, I mean, like, is he even locked down over there contractually? Like, you know what I mean? There's a good chance they're a bad team. They try to, like, repeat history by bringing in Marvin Harrison Jr. this time.
Yeah.
And then what happens to Pittman? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's Pittman, that's how I don't really want. That's like a this year thing, if that.
Hey, shout out to our man Titans for Life in the Dynasty group right now. He
What
said,
up, Titan?
what did he say? He said, your college stat reporter is here. Titans, we need you because we want to hear about the college shit. I just don't want to have to do the work of like figuring out who these guys are, doing the research. I just want like someone to talk and I'll listen and ask questions.
And I think his voice is awesome too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Yeah. Get you and Tino on there. And me and Bogey will just like ask you guys a lot of questions.
Yeah, I just go on there and just fucking, and I'm stupid. To make me smart.
And Yak said, who you like better rest of the season, Waddle or Flowers? Waddle by Head and Shoulders. Drew said, trade Ken Walker and Swift for Kelsey, Jacobs, and Ayuk. As long as you're getting the Kelsey side.
I'm doing that.
Gavin said, my wide receivers are Puka Cooper. Okay. Chase. Then I have Ayuk. Ridley Higgins. Should I trade Higgins for Aaron Jones? I need a running back. I'm not opposed to that. Not opposed to it. Nick said need to start 2 next week. Zach Moss, Swift, Pickens, Stevenson. As of right now, I'm going Swift and Stevenson, but things could change. Let's see. Damn it, Derek said. He said, fuck Dax Hill. Need Pitcher and Grant to step it up. Yeah, Richie Grant, man. He's been with Jesse Bates over there. He hasn't been living up to what we wanted, what we needed him to live up to. Chase said, can y'all bench one between Monty, Miles Sanders, and Moss? Monty. Well, we don't know. Like it might end up being Monty. Like, I mean, this is like a tomorrow question because we don't even know if he's playing. He's questionable. I think he got into limited, but that's about it. Probably going to be him. Let's see. Let's see. What else we got here? What up, Dow Mac? Drop chin for Hill before the season started. There we go. Jeez, Gavin says scam Josh Reynolds for Ayuk. Did that at the perfect time. Hey, let's smoke a bowl, Peacock.
Smoke weed every day.
And Derek said, I need Bates to sit down. Tired of seeing him in on every play. Yeah, man. I mean, Jesse Bates is really good. I thought that they would be able to coexist over there. It kind of sucks that they haven't been. I mean, Jesse Bates is doing amazing. He's DB4 right now. It was crazy. And let's see. Yuck said, I'll let you know if the trade goes through, but I like Waddle as well. Traded Flowers, Herbert for Waddle, and Jeff IR Wilson. Let's see.
The Jeff Wilson is like a straight throw-in.
And Chase said, I hate benching Monty, but if he's there, yeah, you're probably right, considering my options. Yeah, I mean, why? We looked at, I guess we don't know what it is. We don't know if it's the thigh, if it's the quad. We keep getting conflicting information like on that. They're lying to us on purpose. But they said initially that he was more than likely going to miss a few weeks. And I bet it's because they were looking at the short week as well. Because now he's got like 10 days, right, before their next game after.
What's the word? What's the update on Monty?
Just said he's questionable. He got into limited yesterday, and that was it.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy is like I tend to believe like if he goes, he's good to go, but I don't believe he goes. I also didn't have Eckler practicing at all this week, and he's practicing, so there's that.
It was a limited, but
I am a doctor, so I can. I'm Harvard medical.
Come on, Nick. He said start Dax Hill or Holland. I just said they're the number 1 and 2 DBs. If you only can play one, you just play whichever one you feel better about that week. They've both done like literally identical things. They've gotten 20 points in IDP 1, 2, 3 every single week, and they've like both been between like I think 22 and 26 points. They've been amazing.
Yeah, I'd say.
And Cincy versus the Titans and the Dolphins versus the Bills, neither one of those screams like better matchup than the other.
I do like the idea of the ball flying around a ton for my guy to get a chance to like do something with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
So,
think
yeah,
Tannehill, even on limited work, he's more likely to throw a big old greasy pick than Josh Allen is.
And for anybody that wants to know what's going on with Derrick Henry, it's real simple. It's not just that they have a bad offensive line, bad play calling. You know what I mean? It's also that DeAndre Hopkins is not a guy who they respect to help shake that stacked box loose, right?
Yeah.
So, and Derrick Henry, he's used to running against stacked boxes, but when you're giving up like an average of 300 yards through the air, basically the first 3 weeks, I mean, 2 out of the 3 weeks, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're abandoning the run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what's happening here with Derrick Henry. And it's not like he's a guy who gets 9-10 targets to save his day. You know what I mean?
Where else did I feel like Henry may get traded? I mean, that'd be the best thing for him because the Titans are just ass right now. Like,
see, why didn't the Vikings look at something like that? Oh, they probably don't. I mean, they haven't even played Jefferson, so they wouldn't bring
someone trading for Henry and then the Titans taking a bunch of his this year's deal.
Yeah, which is the last year on his contract too. It'd have to be a contender.
Yeah. What if Miami, which I doubt it would happen, too close, same conference.
I mean, it's not far-fetched. You know what I'm saying? Like we see running backs get moved all the time in our conference. We just saw it with Cam Akers. You know what I mean, I remember when Trent Richardson went from the Browns to the Colts. I remember.
I guess it's QBs where you're less likely to see that, right?
Yeah, you don't want that coming back to haunt you. There's a reason if you're trading away a running back because you don't give a fuck. Yeah. You think the Browns were scared of running into Trent Richardson again? They're like, nah, I really don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I mean, Derrick Henry's a different story here. Like,
yeah.
And then also too, it's like that a lot of times that wouldn't happen because I don't think the Dolphins would be willing to pay what the Titans would be wanting to give them up for. You know what I mean? And the Titans would have to be all the way out as well as like the team that needs him is all the way in. You know what I mean?
Tina said Henry will die a Titan.
Tractor seat though.
I mean, maybe. And Peacock said AFC South runs through the Colts and the Texans. And this year, it's kind of wild to think that, right?
As it stands, fuck yeah. I mean, look at the Jack. Like, so I forget what show I was watching. Somebody was throwing. Oh yeah, it was JJ Watt. He was on a McAfee show. He's like, oh, everybody just wanted to crown the Jags. You know what I mean? I was like, oh shit, talk that shit, JJ.
Yeah, because I started getting all those injuries. A lot of them happened in preseason, and people just like took it for granted that they were going to be good no matter what.
Doug Peterson reassuming the play calling duties is going to help that team a lot.
Has to, because that other guy sucked.
Yeah.
In my opinion, that sucked.
And Monique said, I'm streaming QBs until Burrow looks startable. Would you guys start Goff or Purdy this week? Let's start Burrow this week.
Not Burrow against the Titans.
Yeah, like that's what it's coming down to.
I'm willing to risk that looking ugly to it still amounting to 300 yards, like or close to it. I'm looking at a big bounce back T Higgins game. It's like, you know what I mean? I make like 1 or 2 of these proclamations a week on bounce back guys.
This is the guy. And Nick said Trevor Siemian an upgrade for Wilson.
Yeah.
Feel like anybody's an
Everybody
upgrade
is.
for Wilson. Yeah.
What's the guy's name?
Trevor Siemian.
No.
He put Trevor Seaman actually.
Yeah, but
that's Nick Tab.
Yeah, Nick Tab. You'll be better than Zach Wilson, Nick Tab.
Yeah.
You get it in there. I know nothing about Nick Tab, but I know he's better than Zach Wilson. I'll tell you that much.
And what else do we got? Oh, just reminder, if you guys want to support the show, leave a super chat on Apple Pay or Zelle, or go to 420superchat.com and yeah, support the show. And Nick said, you goddamn right.
Zach Wilson's so bad, huh?
He's horrible. He's horrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. Hold on, let's see.
Cannot play with him. Cannot win with him. Cannot coach with him. Can't do it. I want winners. I want people that want to win.
Oh man, yeah, he sucks. And Yuck said both decent though. Goff's playing Green Bay, so Purdy. Yeah, I'd be playing Purdy over Goff, but I'm playing Burrow over both. Yeah. And who is this? Titans. He said Bogey's apparel is better than Zach Wilson.
Thank you.
Uh-oh.
You know what I'm saying? I still dress like I'm a 13-year-old. Look, I got a Street Fighter shirt on.
Cena in the house. What up?
John Cena, son.
And Yuck said Trevor way down below the ocean is where the seaman wants to be shipmade. Oh, man. And Emil said playmakers tonight. Been a while.
No, my intention is to bring it back next week because we're gonna do because every 4 weeks last year in Playmakers we do like a little makeshift mock draft and kind of overreact to the first 4 weeks. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's when we really got a solid gauge on some things. Like, you know, I don't like it when I have like one good week, one bad week, one okay week, and it's like, okay, give me week 4 to get me a real tiebreaker here. You know what I mean? So I can have some real. Yeah, so that's the intention. Playmakers makes triumph return next week.
And
gang back together.
Corbin said Hufanga, Delpit, Jesse Bates, pick 2. I'm gonna go
Delpit and Hufanga for me.
I'm going Jesse.
I mean Delpit and I'm sorry, Hufanga and Bates.
Yeah, that's where I'm going. And Derek said DJ Moore, B. Rob London, Algier, pick 1. And you know the rules of my work league already. Okay, that's the one with the 100-yard bonus and all that. Okay. I think I'm going Algier. And I want to play B. Rob the Mob so bad, but it's the Eagles, so kind of leaning on him right now.
Yeah, I kind of lean B. Rob, but then, man. I mean, because you gotta run down their teeth when they keep trying to fucking send pass rush at you. This, it's divisional. As ugly as Washington looked like, they're gonna give them a little bit of fits here. A little bit.
Yeah. Cena said Kyren plus Ridley, give Derrick Henry and Christian Kirk. I guess I just don't like the makeup of the trade and all the players kind of in it necessarily.
Yeah, it's like, I guess I'd rather have the Ridley Kyren side, but I mean, like, okay, what have you? I don't have any Derrick Henry. I know you do just because it's in Dynasty, right? But what is the schedule even looking any kind of bright for him? Like, I don't know, man.
Let's see.
I don't mind that move just to get away from Derrick Henry. And maybe Derrick Henry gets traded. I mean, there's all kind of realms of possibility. Ranges of outcomes.
Let's see.
I think I'll jump ship. And I think I'll buy Ridley before the explosion because it's got to come. It's coming.
Yeah, it kind of sucks for Henry. His good stretches at the end of the season.
When he gets and that's like what he has
and all that. Yeah,
is Houston going to be a soft matchup by then, right? Like, it's like we're kind of seeing the changing of identity there as far as they can't just run on them now. You have been able to.
Everybody's ran on Houston.
Yeah.
So,
I guess, yeah, but you know what? Even Richardson ran on him himself too. He ran on him too, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
But but I mean, they got Cincy. Colts aren't horrible. Baltimore, I mean, they're middle of the road. ATL bad against the and that's after a bye. So it's like 5 weeks of kind of just like whatever kind of things. But then you got Pitt and then Tampa Bay and the Jags. It's really just the stretch of week 14 through 17. Miami, Houston, Seattle, Houston.
So if you have Derrick Henry, you should move him now. That Derrick Henry trade that my boy called me on, that's the third Derrick Henry trade I've seen in the last couple of days.
Yeah.
And people are just like, they're consciously getting off of the ship now.
It is bad matchups, but if you can hold out somehow, I don't know if there's anybody with a better schedule. Weeks 14 through 17.
Isn't this like 2022 Najee-esque?
Yeah.
Like if you survived the Najee experiment to get to the playoffs, he balled for you.
Yeah.
I don't know, though. You know what I mean? Derrick Henry is supposed to do. You know, there's a lot of people that are right now. They're like, I told you guys. You know what I mean? Because they've been saying it every year that I think he just has too much workload, too many mileage, too much of this, that. This is going to be over. And it just never does. But like, and now I don't even think this is a Derrick Henry issue. It's a team thing. They're getting behind in these games, having to abandon the run for real.
Yeah. Straight trash.
Yeah.
Cena said, what do you think about Kyren long term? I don't think about Kyren long term too much. I just don't think he's a long term like type of guy.
He's gonna get it. He's dependent on his target market share versus the work he gets on the ground.
And what up, Wendell? Wendell said, salute hustlers. Said last time we burned one. He said, when you guys pocketed my lighter, major smoke violation. It wasn't me. I got like 30 of them. I don't even need an extra lighter.
Yeah, I got my own lighters, bro.
Wendell's funny. He's coming from the trap house.
What up, Wendell?
Yeah, man. You can't be loaning out lighters at the trap house, though. That should be rule number one. I remember this one house that I used to go to. Like, you would get a bowl packed for you, but nobody's giving you a lighter. And if you didn't have a lighter, like no one knew how you were going to smoke that bowl. You have to have your own lighter.
It's a cold game.
Terrell said 12-man super flex. Lamar Jackson, Love, RBs, Pollard, Mostert, Hall, Roshan, Spears, Wilson, DJ Moore, Olave, London, Addison, Tutu, Elijah Moore, Ferguson, Musgrave. Oh, man. Start 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, a tight end, 2 flex, and then a flex. Oh, offensive players. That's a super flex, huh? So, well, you're starting both QBs then. Oh, no, there's only one offensive player. Jeez, that's ridiculous. 2 RBs are going to be Pollard and Mostert. I mean, that's pretty easy.
Yep, nailed it.
For the 3 wide receivers, give me Olave. Give me Garrett Wilson. Then it comes down to DJ Moore, London, Addison, Tutu, Dotson, Elijah Moore. That's ugly for the 3rd one.
Tutu.
I'm with you. I'll go Tutu on that one.
Toots Magoots.
And the tight end, Ferguson or Musgrave. I'll go Musgrave. It's the Detroit matchup. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. But Ferguson is going to be number 2 on that team in targets.
Yeah, it's ugly. Well, and you say that.
I mean, Brandon Cooks is back, so never mind.
Not even Michael Gallup. He got like 9 targets last week. It was wild.
It was a negative game script. I mean, that's the thing, too, is like we kind of need them to be in those negative game scripts for I mean, look at CeeDee Lamb hasn't even really came alive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just bought CeeDee Lamb with the injured Ayuk involved, so I'm hoping that didn't just screw me.
Yeah, the 2 flexes here out of Hall, Roshan, DJ Moore, London, Addison. I think I'm going Addison, and I think I'm going London.
London Blae.
Just remember, it's Wednesday. Don't take a Wednesday answer as a final answer. Derek said, Huss gave me a lighter in Vegas, still using it. There we go. Those Bics last forever.
Not with Bogard.
Steamboat, what up, Steamboat?
What up, Steamboat? Diamond Joe Goo, everybody, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry. Forgot I was in the presence of royalty. And he said, I traded Kyren, Hunter Henry, and QJ for Derrick Henry. Thoughts?
Yeah, so Hinnock actually called in on the show.
Yeah.
And right after he made that trade, just to get some thoughts.
Yeah.
I know. See, here's what's funny. When you know someone's about to move a player, it don't really fucking matter what they do because they're already trying to move this guy. So, like, whether I like that or not, I like it for. See, what's funny too is because for Steamboat, he's going ahead and putting Derrick Henry right in that flex. That's what makes Derrick Henry nasty right now. Like, I got Derrick Henry in my flex. You know what I mean?
This is like trading 3 quarters for like a crumpled up dollar that's kind of like barely like holding on, but it's still $1.
What if it's one of those like tarnished Sacagawea joints, like the gold ones? The gold.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a real fucked up dollar, but it's still $1 at the end of the day. Because just on name value alone, Henry does still garnish, like Kyren, Hunter Henry, and QJ. They go as their production goes on the field as far as like value goes. Like Derrick Henry's name just carries value no matter what, even if it is like, kind of low right now.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, Steamboat. I just don't like Derrick Henry. Like I turned down. He offered me Derrick Henry. He wanted Brian Robinson and Tank Down. I was like, never.
I mean, how many guys did Steamboat even draft out of these guys, though? Like, these are all bench players, right? Like, I mean, may have inserted into his lineup.
Hunter Henry was someone in that league I picked up and dropped like a couple times before I left him there, and then only for someone else to pick, like Steamboat, to pick him up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Kyrie Williams, he swooped him. And QJ, I don't know if he drafted him.
This is what you're supposed to do, though. We know this is what you're supposed to do. Like, is Henry going to work out? That's, going to be the other half of it. But, I mean, he did what he was supposed to do. You're supposed to take 3 waiver wire guys and turn them into, like, one solid piece. Like, that's how you tier up.
Yeah, it's the name of the game.
And Derek, he said, wait, hold on. I guess he didn't hear this on the morning show. He said, wait, the game is in London. Shouldn't I start him because his name is where he's playing? I mean, he has London in his name.
Yeah, I mean, that was my exact analysis earlier when someone was like, well, do I play London? I said, wait a second.
London and London?
Zero actual fantasy football isms for this answer. His name is London. He's in London. Boom.
London and London. And Wendell said, should I just trade Judy? Said he's been on the bench. Feel like he gets more looks last week. Yeah, I mean, it's who's going to trade him and what are you going to be able to trade him for right now?
He's a throw-in right now, I would say.
Yeah.
There's nothing shiny about him right now for anyone to be like, oh, my God. Unless you know a guy who's like
loves the Broncos.
Yeah, who was the guy wearing the Jerry Jeudy jersey at your draft?
Yeah.
He was really fucking upset when you drafted him. Yeah, I don't know. You're not getting much out of him. Dynasty, there's going to be people that want him.
What the hell? Yuck said never buy gas station lighters. They get used.
Yeah, and then, like, if you leave the motherfuckers in the car, it should blow up on that ass.
Yeah, if it gets too hot, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, whoever invented the Bic, bro, he's living large, huh? He's like, listen, I got it down packed.
Oh, man. Tina said, how you going to do my friend like that?
Oh, Hinnock.
Yeah.
Talking about Steamboat.
Yeah.
Nah, well, you know what? Hinnock said it on the phone earlier when he called. He said, well, I'm desperate. I'm like, I hope you didn't open up negotiations with that.
And Cena, he said, rate my lineup. Oh, man, I can't see it. He said Mahomes, Kyren, Ken Walker, Ridley, Keenan Allen, Kelsey, T. Higgins. Yeah, super solid, man. You got Kelsey in there, and you got Keenan Allen and Mahomes. I mean, you're sitting pretty.
Higgins is in a bounce back spot here. I swear to God.
It's all about taking your depth pieces and getting it to to where you can get guys to overtake these guys somehow. And Charter said I got Aaron Jones and Ayuk on the IR bench as Warren Burrow. Says he's got Geno starting, Algier, B-Rob, A-Chain, Nico. Dang. And so do you have to make the moves like
Warren.
right now? Yeah, I'll drop Warren for sure. And what is this, Charter? You always got to let us know. Is it 8-man? Is this a 10-man? What is this?
And before you have to make a move, maybe go to the Najee guy and be like, listen, bro, you're tripping, bruh. You don't even got the guy. You know what I mean? Because, that's what people say. And then, maybe that can get, maybe you might be able to,
You got to trade like
package up Warren and something, get a 2-for-1 going, and frees you up a space.
Yeah, it's really like the only way. Or really do or if you can get it good enough, do a 3-for-1 because you got to clear 2 spots anyway, is what you're trying to do here.
Maybe take Aaron Jones and Warren and something else and go to the Najee guy and be like, you need all the help at running back. And let me just go and get this boss receiver off you or whatever the fuck it is that you're looking at that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you got to look at someone who's look at the bottom of the league. Look at whoever's like 0-3.
Yeah, find the Najee guy. It's probably the Najee guy. It's crazy. In a year where everyone tried to go 0 RB, right? And all the RBs are dead. It was really all about just going receiver, period.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Charles said need to make the call before the game tomorrow if Aaron Jones is playing in order to start Aaron Jones. We better get to work. Go scout. Yeah. Go scour and go see who's the 0-3 team and who. And if they're hurting on a running back or a wide receiver, that's what you have to try to fill. You got to figure out where they're hurting.
And if you have a kicker, fucking drop the kicker and pick up another one later when you figure it all out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Super Sans, and I swear if Higgins goes out there and drops 20 balls like last game, I'm dropping them. That was some bullshit, right? This is what happens, though, when you're not paid, right? He's like, oh, shit.
Oh, my. But see, that's the thing, though. It's supposed to work the opposite. It's supposed to work the opposite. Like, oh, man, pay me. Pay me. Somebody. One-handed. Behind the back.
Just depends on how you're feeling on that day. Sometimes people's mentals just aren't there. And then you drop a ball.
One thing about Higgins too, he's been in a little he's been in like a dark space the last couple of years. His pops had passed, and then not too long after the DeMar Hamlin shit happens, and they were saying it hit him pretty hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you know what I mean?
And see, just like Steamboat said right here, seek out the desperate owner. I mean, literally, Hinnock on the call, I heard him say he's kind of a little bit desperate. Got to make a move.
He said it.
Yeah,
he's like, because I was like, you're on the show, lay it on us. He's like, okay, well, I'm a little desperate. Why do you open up with that?
Yeah,
it's not really. I mean, to be honest, too, I'm also on the mindset of I would sell Derrick Henry for high right now. It's just whether or not you consider that being high. You know what I mean? Maybe he was just high. I don't know. I mean, it's Kyron Williams, Quentin Johnston, and Hunter Henry, hands down. Just that alone, Steamboat wins. But can you get that same amount of production and even more from from all those guys versus Derrick Henry? Probably. You know what I mean? Probably.
Yeah.
And Derrick Henry not doing much already on his own. It's not helping that guy. So when you add context to it, you see why people do insane things.
Insane in the membrane.
But also, I'm an insane person, so I would have done that trade, but I would have got better than Quentin Johnston and Kyron Williams and Hunter Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What do we got?
Nice trade, people.
Through EX, he said, Ridley's been killing me. Y'all think the Jags get it together, man? I hope so.
I'm a little more glass half full. They got Doug Peterson. He's reassuming the play calling duties. I mean, when they started to look like a little bit of the Jags we were familiar with in that second half of that game last week. So I'm hoping that's the case here.
Yeah,
and that's when he started picking up the play calling.
Let's see. Yeah, Wandell said, don't forget to hit them likes. There we go. Good advice for a free price. Only takes a second. You the man.
Yeah, man.
Let
And
him know.
Put that on a t-shirt.
And let's see. What up, Song? Said, should I play Mims or Elijah Moore in the flex? I'm leaning Mims.
The Browns playing.
The Ravens.
Kind of like Elijah Moore here. Mims, you still need the big one.
He's going up against that team who gives up the big one.
Oh, that's right. He's playing Chicago. Ooh. Come back tomorrow on this one, Song. We're monitoring Jerry Jeudy right now, too.
Yeah.
I mean, even Jerry Jeudy missing just means that he's less in the game plan, too. Like, being limited in practice, that means that. So I'm kind of leaning. The upside is definitely 100% on Mims, but we're starting to see Elijah Moore kind of cook up here. You know what I mean?
Charter said, I give Najee and Warren and I get Waddle. I'd do that if they do that. He's a 10, he said.
Get it. Let's go.
And let's see. Steamboat said Henry about to get money in the second half. Spears keeping him fresh. He said run shred is soft in the second. Run defense.
Yeah, we saw it.
Yeah,
you got it, and you have a team that looks like it can take you the distance where you can. And here's the thing: is like it is fucking peculiar. Spears played more snaps, but still Derrick Henry got more touches. You know what I mean? So I'm not even scared of that, really. And a lot of the negative game scripts that they're being in, it's not like Spears is out there like doing work. You know what I mean? They're just trying to throw it, period.
Monique said, how do we feel about Jake Ferguson as a pickup? I have Komet, and but he's just pretty safe. I don't like Ferguson. I've been pretty clear about that.
I mean,
loves him.
I don't love him. I think I've only had to recommend him whenever the options were I liked it better. You know what I mean? And like also like the fact that you hate him, I like saying I like him. It's just funny. I mean, Ferguson, if he's with no Brandon Cooks, he kind of, he got a lot of looks. Maybe it changes, but Dak 6 of 7 seasons. Dak's he the second most targeted position is the tight end. So it's a career thing for Dak.
Jay Phil said Sutton or Mims. Sutton.
Playing both. Chicago.
And
Sutton.
Let's see.
Chicago's secondary, they're down to like their third stringers and like Brisker at safety. Yeah. Like Brisker's like their only starter back there.
Yeah.
Do something, Brisker.
And Song said, how do you feel if I started Purdy instead of Watson? I'm not mad at it. I mean, we know that Purdy has a safe floor no matter what. But I'm still wondering.
Arizona's kind of fucking with people too, bro. So, you know what I mean? And if you tell me that we're pounded in every time, I probably believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then also George Kittle, he's in a great spot here. They're bad against the tight end. Ferguson scored on him, right? Or Ferguson, what did he do last week on him? Ferguson sucks, by the way. It's 5-5 score my ass.
Was like 4 for 46, 4 for 30, something like that. Maybe in the 50s. I can't remember.
Sounds like Kittle could do something better than that with a tug. But yeah, I mean, 200 yards and 2 sounds about right for Brock.
5 for 48. That's what it was.
What
and Charter said, do I take this? Hunter Henry for Najee. I have Kelsey. No, you don't need Hunter Henry.
And I'm playing Watson. Like everybody's shredding up the Ravens, bro. I think low key they're giving up a ton of yards through the air.
And don't forget, Charter, your goal is to go after like one of their top 3 players, like not someone they just picked up off the waiver wire.
Yeah, and then tier down. I mean, not tier down from there, then trickle down to the next player, the next best target. You know what I mean? Always start high. The moment you go low, you can't reverse it and go high after that. You know what I mean?
Oh, Charter's asking, do I trade Hunter Henry away for Najee?
Hunter Henry?
Yeah, trade him away for Najee because he has Kelsey. Yeah. Don't drop Henry. Use him in a trade somehow. Yeah, if you can get Najee, I mean, that's a good 1-for-1. Your goal, if it's that same league you're talking about, though, you're trying to You're trying to get top heavy, so you're trying to trade.
Because it feels like Najee might still be on your bench with considering what else he has on his team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe not this week versus Houston, but probably still would be.
Bigger
so that's
fish.
what you gotta do.
Bigger fish.
All right. And what Peacock said, oh, Ferguson with Josh Demel Jake. What?
Is that the other Thailand?
I don't know. Jake, Josh Demel? I don't know. Sebastian in the house. What up, homie?
What up,
said,
man?
always start high. Hell yeah. Take the test high, get high scores. Right? Right. All right. One more dab. Because, man, I got to get heavily medicated before we go to Noble's fucking Little League game. Like, man, I'm like the dad who's there on the bench to making sure whoever's like the next batter up is like the next batter up. But it's also like I got to try to like play babysitter inside the bench for these kids. And it's like 13 kids, and they're all like 6, 7, and 8. It's insane. Yeah, so we're just getting heavily medicated this time. What the fuck? Peacock said Josh Dummel is the actor that married to Fergie from the Black Eyed Peas. That's fucking hilarious. I didn't get who the hell that was.
Fergie's son. That's right.
That's fucking hilarious.
Fergie's son.
Tino said I'm afraid to comment when you guys mention a player I like.
Who? Ferguson. Who do you like, Tino? Say it. Because if I have them, I'm going to use it against you in a trade.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, I'm so desensitized to like people knowing who I like and don't like anymore. It's like I play in a million leagues. Like you guys know who I like already. Doesn't even matter. Like it's all about the combos, like Bogey always says.
Right? Combinations. You got, you know what I mean? You can't go in there. You can't go into the ring and have one style. You know what I mean? We're in the day and age of MMA, bro. You got to go fantasy MMA with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I looked out of 120 teams. Damn, I got 27 of them are still 3-0.
Nice.
So almost at 25%. But there was some where I caught some bullshit.
I mean,
like only one.
I had so many losses by less than 1 point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, last week, I couldn't even complain because I had a few where it was less than 1 point in my favor, where I'm just waiting on that stat correction. Like, okay, cool, we're in the clear.
I still can't believe I tied in the best ball. Like, what are the fucking chances of that?
I mean, we've seen it all.
Fuck, man, with the double decimal and everything, still fucking a tie.
The double decimal, bro.
15 starters and it's still a tie. Like, come on, the odds of that have to be like so fucking small.
The odds of that are astronomical. Astronomical. Let's play some dominoes.
And it's crazy how like I'm 500, like I would be 500 in the best balls, 111 to 111, if I don't get that bullshit ass tie this week. Well, assuming I win.
I'd rather have the tie go that way, have a tie than it not go my way and I get the L. I'll say that. Still bullshit. I'm lying. I'd rather take the L. Fuck the tie. You go out here for glory or nothing at all.
Yeah, the tie and the L. It's one and the same. Still not the win, so it's not as bad as a loss, but it don't matter. So it still doesn't matter.
So, okay, my bad. When you're talking about going to the game, my son was knocking on the door because it's funny because I give him like 3 cookies at a time. He comes like, I need more cookies, like this guy. But anyways, so you get hella high, you get on the bench, and then you got all the extra over enthusiastic dads on it. Like, yeah, come on.
Yeah.
I like I'm one of those dads.
And it's the
and I'm high as fuck. I'm medicated as a fuck. I'm still yelling at the motherfucker.
Yeah, I gotta be for
That's
this.
my boy.
These fucking kids were getting ridiculous last time. Oh man,
Yeah,
Crispy,
yeah,
you're
I-
fucking savage. Tino said I got a mole in my fantasy office. Oh man. Uh-oh.
Is his
That
name
ain't
Bogart? Is his name Bogart Scott Free? Because then that means you're giving me the information and I broadcast it. You know that, right? Am I the mole?
Oh man. And Steamboat said, Crispy, don't babysit anytime soon. Yeah. Crispy's like he's the grandpa that you don't want babysitting.
Crispy done left all of us. Crispy is all our biological dad somehow. That motherfucker done left all of us. And now he thinks he's gonna make up for all those birthdays and Christmases by trying to beat us in fantasy.
Oh man.
Thanks, Dad. Won my first fantasy championship without you, Dad. Started my first dynasty league without you, Dad.
Oh man. Terrell said, will we see Simeon by halftime? They said he's gonna be inactive, but I guess it's still early in the week. So
nah, he's gonna be inactive. I mean, he still has to pass the physical. So I mean, like, how can they expedite that and get him into, like, you know, I can't even think of a correlation here, like, you know, I mean, where he's played as a backup in the system somewhere. So
yeah.
you know what I mean, was he the backup last year for Russ? No, he was. Where was he last year? Oh, he was with the Saints.
Man,
yeah,
you know,
there's no coaching correlation I could think where he can just walk in there and know the system. You know what I mean?
You know what's crazy, Bogey? Remember the video with Nelson, how it went viral, and so it went a little bit more viral on TikTok than it did on Instagram. But it's weird because over the last 2 days, it's like that video has been blowing up, and now it's up to 231,000 views.
So it was sitting at like 100,000 and some change, and then it jumped up another 100.
Yeah, yeah.
Something in the algorithm. When did that movie come out? Maybe we're around the anniversary or something.
Let's see.
I know where this is year 26, right? Because last year we did it.
Yeah, we did it in year 25.
Yeah,
October 25th was the release date.
Okay, so we're like not far from it, but that doesn't explain it. I don't know. I think it's a cool clip. It's an iconic clip, and we happen to rock with that dude. I've smoked a blunt. You know, it's funny. I was just chopping it up with him at the mansion. He's like, "Bogey, you gonna pass that or what?" I'm like, "Oh, my bad, bro. Let's get it, bro."
He was like the dude in Road Trip. Hey, you gonna pass that doobie or what?
And the guy finally too. He's like, "Ooh."
And Tino, he said, "Did you see our viral kicker video?" Yeah. It's blowing up. It is blowing up. It really is kicking off a lot of things over there.
Big things are happening.
Hell yeah!
That kicker video.
Make sure you guys go like all the videos. The one that's really taken off again is going to be the team defense waiver wire video. It's always going to be one of the bigger ones because we know
they should be streaming team defenses. If you're crazy enough to play in team defense leagues, don't get married to this. Like, you know, there's a cowboy in there. He's like round 8 or 9. He's just itching, man. He's like, oh, fuck Cowboys defense. And then he's stuck with them. He probably thought he was a genius too, though, on the first 2 weeks. I told y'all. How about you, Cowboy? Defense.
And now it's just looking like shit, like over there. And Derek said, any word on Akers this week for the Vikings? I mean, he should be good. Let's see if
it's what the coach said. He said, you know, we're about to start benching fools for fumbling.
Yeah.
Yeah, big. You know what's funny about that? Cam Akers, you know, not the greatest at holding the ball neither. And you know, like I was saying about Trevor Siemian, why I couldn't find a coaching correlation where he can just walk in day one. Cam Akers was drafted to Kevin O'Connell when Kevin O'Connell was the OC for the Rams. Like, he knows the system. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that's why. So he's able to get traded last week, and then he's gonna get in there, probably get 6 to 8 touches this week.
Yeah. I'm looking at the injury report. I would just to see if he's on there. He's not on here, but he wouldn't really be missing practice due to injury anyways. But Byron Murphy missed practice. Marcus Davenport missed practice. On the other side, Frankie Louvu missed practice with the hip. And Xavier Woods, I believe they said he's going to miss multiple weeks with the hamstring injury. He did not practice either.
I don't think Freddie Lou goes.
Sucks, man.
If he's not in the limit, how about that? If he's not in the limited tomorrow, then he goes. Hips for real.
Yeah. Yeah, this shit really sucks. It's not
cool. You're a linebacker, you know what I'm saying? You got to switch them hips, you know what I mean? Shit, I guess that goes for any position in football, bro. You know the hip bone's connected to the thigh bone.
I mean, we might need a demonstration real quick.
You know, I mean, you know what? I think you're right.
Paging Dr. Bogey. Dr. Bogey.
You know, here's the thing, right? See, people don't understand linebackers, right? You need your hips. See what I'm saying? Because the hip actually connects the upper torso to the bottom of your body, the whole lower extremities. See that? If you don't have a hip, bro, you can't play football, bro. You can't play football, bro. I'm telling you, bro, all that money, hard work, blood, sweat, and tears. Harvard grad, bro. Harvard med.
Yeah.
Harvard, excuse me.
Bogey's got multiple degrees in medicine from Stanford and from Harvard.
Mm-hmm. All right. Y'all was wondering why is he so good at doing all this math? It's not because I was a dope boy for like decades, you know what I mean? But it was because, you know what I'm saying? I went to MIT, bro. You know what I mean?
You were hanging out with Steve Urkel when he went to MIT, right?
Mm-hmm. You know that transformation chamber? My idea. I said, bro, your voice is hella annoying, bro. I'm like, go do. I was like, you know what? We need to make like a thing, like you just jump in that motherfucker and then like you go through puberty or some shit. You know what? And maybe I'll land Laura. He's like, yeah. Meanwhile, we done all ran through Laura.
Do you remember when he goes to Disney World and he shows off the transformation chamber?
Yeah, and that was funny because it was like Tomorrowland or whatever, right? Because that was when they really had Tomorrowland in Disney World. It was like that was like the big new thing, right? So
yeah.
the contest was they had you had to make some invention. There was like a crazy ass housewife. She was like a Stafford wife or something.
Yeah,
she was real like, whoa, right? She was like.
Yeah, the dude was hella funny though. Like when he was talking,
he had the lawnmower car.
He's like, this idiot just jumps in a refrigerator, comes out in a new set of clothes, changes his voice. You guys think he did something?
And then they checked his DNA, didn't they?
Yep.
And a motherfucking DNA. And you know what? Steve Urkel had it all wrong.
Well, and they didn't check his DNA because he pulled out of the contest. Remember? Because he said he didn't want that to be like become an actual invention or whatever, like something.
See, he's fucking up, bro. Because he could have had like a whole schedule. Like, listen, Laura, I got you Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, every other weekend, and then I'm Steve Urkel on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I go bang Myra. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, you know what I mean? But you know, it's a wholesome show.
Yeah, I mean, that was the best scenario, you know, eventually, right? Just to clone him and then just one Stefan, one Steve.
I mean, yeah, right? I mean, you know, out of all the things he could have done with his inventions, like maybe save the world, you know, cure cancers, he's like, you know what? To make these two girls from the hood happy, I'm going to do the unprecedented clone a human being. And I will be the first test subject.
Well, it didn't start off as that. He accidentally cloned himself.
That's really annoying. And he like,
and no, he didn't accidentally clone himself. He was cloning other things, and he was breaking.
It was pretty cool how they did that. Now that I remember, because it would be like a Steve over here, Steve over here, and he's like, "Hey, Steve," and they're throwing shit to each other. Like it was like, considering the '90s when you had to like the way you had to have to shoot that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, there were, you know, like you remember that the It Takes Two movies or whatever the fuck, right? It would always be the same actress playing both characters, like playing the twins, and like whenever they were, you know, interacting with each other, there would always be a clear divide somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they would hide some kind of seam or whatever, and it's like, oh yeah, because they're filming it two separate times, right?
Yeah. Wild how they do that. Yeah, it was funny. I was watching Family Matters, and they had the episodes with they were on some talk show, and it was Steve was there, but Myrtle was there, and then Steve changed to Stefan when there was like Stefan and Myrtle on the same stage, but you just never have them in the same camera angle like ever.
Yeah,
and that was it.
Stefan Urkel. All of a sudden, it's French. Listen,
all the swag.
He has the same part in his hair. It's like, but now it's fly.
Oh shit! Tino said, "Remember when they'd have the 3D episodes of Tool Time? Yeah, that was crazy. It was like one or two of them, right? Where actually,
I don't remember that. What, you had to get the glasses for it?
Well, but even then, it's like you don't. I mean, you still had to have a TV, right? Like, or else it's still not 3D. Oh, 420 Central. All right. 420 Mountain.
Okay, hold on. Let me get this straight because
they had it was a thing in there that they were filming, but I don't know how we would see it as viewers in real life because that was just like they were doing it on Tool Time in the show. They're doing it in the show where they were filming a 3D episode. No idea how that would work.
Hey, that song kind of slapped now that I think about it. I'm thinking about the little intro song.
Yeah.
It was kind of hard.
I think I wonder if someone has a reel, like, you know, just the audio reel of the different. We can go get it.
I almost swear to God someone has it on YouTube.
Got to, right?
Yeah. They have fart reels on YouTube. I'm sure they have. Someone put a fucking, what do they call it?
Tim Taylor grunt.
A compilation. They would call it a compilation, right?
Let's see. Top 10 home improvement grunts.
Come on.
Yeah, hold on. Let's
I guess we might have to do this right before we get out of here.
Yeah.
We shouldn't do that.
It's only 53 seconds.
Okay, let's do it.
And it's just grunts, you know. I mean.
He's like, yeah, this was a regular lawnmower, but now I put a 351 Cleveland block in it. Oh, that baby, bro.
Big bucket racing sitting out there an hour and a half. I go, how is it? The guys that said I can one time. I go, oh no. You don't want them hanging around guys like us. Oh, you don't want to have around guys like us. You know good. Hey, yeah. Like that? Yeah, you bitch. Oh, yeah. Oh, it seems like it's always me. Yeah.
That was funny. That one was great.
Yeah, see, I'm sure we can get a couple from there, right?
Let's not push the envelope. We're trying to get our super chats back onto YouTube.
Oh, no. I'm saying for like the soundboard.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. For Christmas, we need that one.
Yeah.
Come on.
Derek. We'll catch you tomorrow, bro. All right.
Oh, finally, me and my little man finally get cut up. So I don't think I can do that on Friday. But I'll do Ready Player One for sure. I know, bro. My shit is crazy, bro. Like 3 months.
Yeah, I got to get a haircut. Man, I feel it when my hair is too long. I just start getting like extra hot just for having like my hair being too long. And Tino said JTT owned the 90s. Oh man, right? Forget about it.
I mean, I bet you grown women was fucking him, bro. And they used to be able to do that in the 90s. It was a dark time. Grown ass women should be like, yeah, what are you, 17? He was like, yes, I am, ma'am.
In
Entourage. Calling me ma'am. You're making me feel old.
In Entourage, there's an episode where Zac Efron's at the mall.
Okay. And which one is that one? To not get fused with Zach Galifianakis. Those two names always confuse me.
I mean, this is like in maybe like 03, 04.
So this is young Efron.
Yeah, 05, 6, or 7, one of those years. Okay. Young Efron is like a teenager somewhere. It was like a little like preteen girl who who comes up and asks for his autograph, and her mom's right behind her. And she asks the little girl, can I have your autograph? And he's like, oh, yeah, definitely. And he pulls it out, pulls out the pen to sign. And then the mom from behind, she's like, oh, make it out to, I don't even know what her name was. Make it out to pretty much me, more or less. And man, the mom was like just super, super jocking them.
The mom was ready. The mom was ready.
Making her daughter
ready to learn.
Making her daughter go up to like make the intro.
That's a bad example.
Hit it.
She's like straight up like subconscious. She's unknowingly showing her daughter how to be thirsty.
Women got. What up, Philly Mike OG? He said, Alex and Bo, you could use your advice on a showdown captain for the Lions Packers. I'm thinking Amon Ra go at the highest upside, or should I pick Gibbs this week?
You know, I like the Gibbs play because no one's going to be on him. I'd probably play Aaron. I would probably put Aaron Jones as my captain if he plays, because I think there's a lot of times that people that set their. This happens a lot. People have set their lineups already for showdown. They're so excited. They got a bunch of them, right? And then Aaron Jones plays. They don't necessarily go back and switch Aaron Jones into their lineups. You know what I mean? He could be somewhat of a contrarian play.
I think how ballsy do you want to get? Because you know who I think is a really good play at the captain would be Musgrave.
Oh, Musgrave. I like that a lot too. I mean,
because they have the worst. They're giving up like damn near the most points to tight end.
They're bottom 3 against tight end. Yeah,
they got nobody else over there besides Musgrave there. And then I mean, doesn't that just like saves you money, right? Like if you pick a guy like Musgrave and the captain, you have like more money to go around for the other spots.
I'm sure. Just wondering if that would be like a if that'll be. I mean, it's showdown. Everyone's going to be on everything, so yeah. That's why the captain is important. You know what? You think people is going to be putting something like Goffel as their captain?
I mean, maybe, right? I mean, I feel like each QB will be like a captain.
Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't mind having a team because I'm going more than one entry. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. You got to have a couple different ones.
Yeah,
if possible.
I mean, even I'm with you though. The Musgrave one sounds nice because he's actually a strong streaming option this week in redraft. I don't know about strong, but he's a good one. Matchup's good.
And Crispy said Dubs, Algier, Sky, Kamara, cut one. Damn, if you got to cut one, I guess it's Sky. This is a redraft, I'm assuming.
Peace out, Sky.
Yeah. Let's see. TS, Fields or Love this week? Love.
It's hard to get away from the touchdown leader right now. Or one of the touchdown leaders.
Charter said, I give Najee, I get Kendrick Bourne. No. Or I give Najee and Warren and I get Pittman. I don't like that either, really.
Nah, man, bigger fish. Let's see if we can get Higgins. People hate him right now. People hate Najee too, though. You know what I mean? That's the thing.
Yeah. You have to overpay. Like, you have to overpay. Yeah. So you're going to have to put in 3 players. And
then go after Ridley. Go after Higgins. Go after, you know what I mean? And then if that doesn't work, then you fall down to the McLaurens and the Pittmans and the, you know what I mean? The next, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, shop around.
Carl said when I was 18, I asked out a 27-year-old and she said, oh no.
You know what I used to always get? You're a baby. Because when I was fresh 21, you're in the clear, like, hey, and it's like, but when you go to certain spots, it's different crowds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, you know what I mean? We would go to like my sister was 9 years older than us, and they would always be at the spot called the Loft. So we'd always go there, like, you know, just my sister's out here, let's go say what's up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, what the fuck y'all doing in here? You know what I mean? Because we're supposed to be where it's musty and fucking and it's yanking. You know what I mean? It's elbow to elbow. And they're at the Loft where it's like more chill. And it's like, you know what I mean? No, it's lax dress code. That's the thing too. Is back when we were going out, it was like strict dress code. You know what I'm saying? And like, so on nights that we weren't trying to get dressed up, we was we'd be just go bar hopping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's when you get in dummy fights. You go out like 30, 40 deep. Somebody's fighting. And I used to go out with a lot of Vietnamese during those times. Bro, they's fighting, bro. They're getting into some shit, bro.
And Super Sans, I know it ain't football related, but Dame Dollar traded to the Bucks. Yeah, I talked about that in the beginning. Wow. Yeah, man, it's a big time move.
And they retained the Greek freak.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
he
got to.
He was talking about he wanted out, right? I mean, I don't follow basketball like that, so
they got to make moves to make sure he's happy.
Wow, they got Dame. I mean, shit, man. They can't. Shout out to my man Guccini. That's his team, the Suns, man. Right? Or no, he played for Oregon.
Oregon, yeah, he's Portland.
For Oregon.
And Mike said Rasheed Rice worth a bench stash, not in redraft.
If you have a deeper bench, why not? I mean, but it's the same thing if you're gonna stash a Sky Moore and I'm like, it's gonna be dummy ass frustrating.
Yeah.
You need Kadarius Toney to just die.
Peacock's funny. He said, I always hit up older women and it worked.
For real though.
Yeah, because this all depends on where you're at, right? If they're out at a place to meet someone, like, yeah.
I'm just saying though, Vegas too. Anywhere, bro. You know what I mean? Especially if you're a young fly lad with some paper, you know what I mean? Got your shit together. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
But also too, when I was like 21, I used to think a woman that was 30 was old and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, bro, I knocked down a cougar. Yeah, how old was she, youngster? She was 33. Bro, that ain't no cougar, bro.
So funny.
I know. I'm like, I'm in my late 30s now, and I'm like, you know what I mean? And he was right.
Where the fuck is them letting me do this?
Going out, that shit was fun. I remember when we entered like the going out as couples phase, that shit was like forever. Cause that shit was a different beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going out with couples shit. Cause there's always like one couple that's always gonna have drama.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Always. Then it turns into like, okay, the guys are over here and the girls are over there. And it's always this one homie I had, right? You know what I'm saying? We won't say his name. But like, because he's the type, like he's the one that he incriminates us all. You know what I mean? Because it was like he's the one that's like, oh, who you going out with? Oh, I'm going out with such and such. No, you're not. Okay, yeah, I am though. It's like, why? So you can go to this and it's a laundry list of shit he's got caught for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He don't give a fuck. Like we're the ones that would be in the club, all couples, and he in there. Like they went to the bathroom. He's in there real quick. He's on a bitch on the dance floor, getting caught too.
Carter, you're getting a little better. He said, I give Ayuk and Najee for DK. You're moving up in the right direction. Keep searching.
I don't think there's a healthy Ayuk. It's still like, you know, it's not far off from a DK to me, because DK is in a three. He's in a party where, you know what I mean. There's a lot of party members.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Keep searching. Look for someone better than DK, but you're on the right path though. See, that's what you want to do, where you're giving up 2 of your players for one really good player, but just look for a better player.
Yeah, get a bigger fish. If you're willing to throw in Ayuk and Najee and Warren as the package, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to, you know, maybe go after
They said Najee and Ayuk for Calvin Ridley.
Calvin Ridley plus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because still, though, according to the stock market, they're still overpaying for Calvin Ridley. Like, you know what I mean? He got to get like 2 good pieces.
Look for someone who has like Jefferson, Tyreek, CD. Like, look and see if any of those guys, like, if they have like 2 of those wide receivers.
I like that. Try to buy CD. You know what I mean? I don't think CD's exactly wowing somebody. And if they have a running back situation, you know what I mean? That now you're speaking their language. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially, I specialize in shimming a player off of somebody that wasn't even thinking about trading that player to begin with. You know what I mean? Because you got to come through with shit they need, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And if you have, because your team's pretty stacked. So if you could throw a 3 for 1 out there.
You
Makes
got
it
to
hard to say no.
and diagnose someone who's hurting for running back, first of all. You know what I mean?
Song said, should he try Ridley for ETN? Man, you love Ridley, though. Exactly. That's going to hurt you.
Oh, this dynasty?
It's going to hurt your soul. I don't know. No context.
Yeah, without context, I mean, like, if I need a running back, yeah, I'm coming up right there.
Yeah.
It's a come up if you need running back. I mean, that's I think that's a good version of selling high on Calvin Ridley right now. I don't think anyone wants to come off of ETN like that. But if they're receiver needy and
don't do it. He said, I get Ridley if I give up Najee and Ayuk. Do I smash accept? No, don't do it.
What else does he have? What else does that guy have that's of interest to you? You know what I mean? And keep aiming high.
Philly Mike OG, Justin Herbert, or Josh Allen.
Herbert. Fucking Josh Allen. I forgot Josh Allen's playing. He's playing against the tuna fishing them, brother. Let's shoot it out. And they don't have the greatest defense either.
Yeah. I'm going Josh Allen in this one. But either way, I feel like no matter where you go, you're going to be sitting pretty on the week.
The reason too is like, I mean, can the Raiders make it a game on their side?
Yeah.
It is divisional though. That's one thing too, is like, yeah, it's divisional. So, you know what I mean? They tend to make those games a little tougher. And I think Jimmy plays.
Song says.
Actually, I don't know if Jimmy plays. When did he get a protocol? Yesterday?
Yeah.
2 days ago.
I mean, I guess one of the pieces of news that they're optimistic that he's going to play this week, but that's all they said. He didn't practice. And Song said, should I bench him and play Gainwell or Bigsby? Not really.
Nah, man, play Ridley, bro.
There's like no upside.
Revenge game.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to trade me away because I just wanted to gamble on our sorry ass team? Listen, we weren't gonna win. I knew it, right? I called it. Now you fucked up my couple $1,000 and $11 million. And then you did the best thing for me though. You traded me to Jacksonville, and now we're gonna see you in London for the revenge game.
And 4:20 a.m. radio. 33 is a cougar to college students. Yeah, for sure. I mean, Bogey was college age when he was making those statements.
I was through college campuses for sure.
Well, I just mean like you're the age of college students when you were making that, like when you were saying that. And what else? Classical pianist 95. What up? Zay Flowers and Hunt for Garrett Wilson. You be getting Wilson? Yeah, do that.
Yep. Smash. Oh, they woke the baby up.
Philly Mike OG 3-0. Super flex. My QBs are Stroud, Jimmy G, Dobbs, and Roger Turner. Any recommendations? I don't know how long this will last. I need to make a move. Like you really have to look for someone who is like extra, like has like a luxury QB. There's probably only one or two teams that have that. I mean, you didn't say how many teams are in the league, but if this is a 10 or 12 team league, I mean, you really have to find those guys who has 3 QBs, who has 4 QBs. Because, I mean, even you having 4, actually, no, you have 3. Even you having 3, there's someone out there who does, because you have 3, there's someone out there who doesn't have 3. All right. One more dab. Yabba dabba do, and then we're getting out of here. He said 12-teamer. Yeah, so you got to find someone, just literally anybody who has more than 2 QBs and try to send them trades. And you got to just look at what they need. I mean, that's as easy as this is. Look at what they need. Do they need running backs? Do they need wide receivers? I mean, that's literally how all this works. And Tyreek Hill, Smith, Ayuk, Puka. Man, maybe trade off Puka like right now that we're hearing the rumblings of Cooper Kupp coming back. Or Beazer, Barkley, Mixon, Rashad White. Yeah, so I mean, Brian Robinson. Okay. Yeah, it seems like you're a little bit more safe at wide receiver. So hopefully they need a wide receiver. Maybe you trade a Zach Moss plus a Puka. And you trade them away for a QB. I mean, you can trade someone who has 2 QBs. If you're sending them a QB back in return, we got to trade in the Hustler 18. Let's see what we got. Then we're going to get out of here. Why isn't the chat showing? Jameis Winston for Trey Lance in a third. Oh, man. Derek, you really wanted Trey Lance on your team, huh? Really wanted Trey Lance on your team, huh? All right, we'll push that through. Okay, let's see. CMC, Pierce Gainwell, Sungod, Puka, start 3. Oh, am I? Start 3. I'm confused. What are we saying? What are you saying out of here, Song? Throw it in there. I'm confused. But we're going to get ready to get up out of here, though. And Marty said, "How's dabbing his ass off today?" Yeah, I got to go to Noble's game where I'm like the in dugout coach or whatever.
Oh, shit, word? Oh, you're coaching.
Well, I'm really like the babysitter inside the dugout for his crazy ass kids is what it is.
That's tight. Hey, I had them kids in line, bro. Like, listen, bro.
There's no getting these crazy ass kids in line. Like, man, it's really just like we're gonna get extra medicated. I'm just gonna be sedated when I'm in there, and we're gonna make sure we get the kids batting when it's their turn to bat. That's about it.
Boom. Right, boom, such and such. You on deck?
Yeah, man, kids are fucking crazy. And Yuck said the bad news Bears. Yeah, I think they're 2-1 right now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, pretty sure they're.
Oh, that's the name of his team.
He's on the Yankees. Yeah, maybe they only have 1 win. I don't even know. I swore they won the first 2. I have no idea. Doesn't even have it on this their team app or whatever. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see if Noble can do better. They just they stick him at catcher for a couple innings because the kids who can't really catch too well, they go play catcher because they're kind of just like out of the way almost. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but I kind of understand it. But it's pretty funny at the same time.
Well, I mean, like, for me, it's a business, and I'm like, listen, we're all paying the same, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we're all paying the same here, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to get the kid in the mix.
Yeah.
So, like, how's he gonna learn?
Yeah, I think each kid has to play like 4. I think it's like 4 out of 6 innings or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You're not really gonna learn a lot during the game. You learn a lot in practice.
Good point.
So yeah. But it's been good. He's got what's he got? He's got 1 or 2 hits so far.
Nice.
Yeah, and Yuck said sink or swim. Exactly. That's pretty much what it is. You're sinking or swimming. And Mike said some hot MILFs out there, I bet. Yeah. That's
the yoga pants ones?
That's all subjective, I guess. All subjective. All right. We're going to get up out of here. Oh, Song said so trade Puka for ETN. If you can get ETN for Puka, I think I'm doing that.
Wait. He's trading Puka to bring back. Yeah.
Yeah.
In Dynasty? What league is that?
No, I don't think it's Dynasty.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I might got better running back for you.
No, he says redraft.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's not one. Yeah, it's not one of the dynasties.
I don't know. I feel like I can still. Do you feel like you can get a little more from Puka?
Probably.
Hype.
Yeah.
I mean, I want ETN. Maybe it's ETN plus action going on here.
Yeah.
Something, and not too greedy. Just something like, you know what I mean, startable.
Yeah.
Just to make me feel like I'm winning this one a little bit.
Yeah. Says some league. Yeah. Yeah, I would do that. Try to get a little stronger at the RB. And Philly Mike OG, would you trade Jimmy G and Smith for Kirk Cousins? I guess it all depends on who else you got, but yeah, I mean, I want to get.
Yeah, but if someone's willing to do that for me, yeah, I'll take the #1 quarterback as it stands in fantasy right now. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Corky Kirk.
And songs have Puka on the block everywhere.
Okay. Where do you got him at?
I know. What leagues do you have him in? What redraft?
Me, I was like, hold on, wait a second. Hold on. We got 30 more seconds on the show. What leagues?
Oh man, Carl's a savage. He said, "Give me all the gifts."
Damn. And Carl gets it in. Huh? He's like, "Listen, man, no nonsense, and you might work your way into the will." Yeah, that's dark. That's really dark. I'm sorry.
Shout out to the Viking Queen. What up? And Marty said, "I got Puka in the 21. Send offers, Bogey."
Okay. I got running backs. In there, and and CMC's not on the block, and stuff like that. I'm just letting you know now, because when he sees Song, I like Song. He's like me. You go in there, you mean like.
Well, that was Marty who said.
Oh, okay, Marty. If you need running back, I got a handful of running backs. I'll move. Everyone's getting spooked. Cooper Kupp's coming back. You know what I mean?
My team's super good. I mean, I think that's what big problem of mine is. So good that I don't even know if Puka can crack my roster. I mean, crack my roster, not crack the starters, though.
Yeah, you might have something. You might be onto something there. I think I do like my team a lot there. I've been telling people a lot in 21. Like, I made a lot of moves. I'm sitting on my hands right now.
Yeah, because you don't really have too much to trade, right?
Nope. It's all mine. Even the little things like I'll have hella linebackers, but then like, you know what I mean? Like my DL eligible guys will be slim. And like, I had the black Josh Allen there, and like to get CMC, I was like, okay, I need to have a powerhouse in there to help sweeten it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know people probably thought like, oh, you got him for the low, but it's like, yo, the black Josh Allen puts up like 30, 40 on good weeks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? And your DL spot, that's fucking lovely.
Oh, Song said in the 13 and the 22.
Okay, I'm in the 13. I got running backs for you if you need them. If you need running backs.
Let's see.
Oh, I think Huss has Derrick Henry for you in 13.
Oh yeah.
I was trying to buy Derrick Henry off you for cheap last year. You're like, he's doing good, and I'm in it still. I'm like, oh, okay. I'll give you a first round from.
Yeah, my team's 2-1 over there right now.
Don't look at my team. Don't.
Huh? Oh, because your team's 3-0 right now.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna keep the trend because I kept saying that last year. Like, don't bring any attention to me. Like, I lost one time in that league last year, I think, and then like I was like week 10 to the other undefeated guy, Bernie Mac, at the time.
Oh, you don't want any attention being 3-0. Like, are you the top scoring team in the league right now?
I'm reigning champ.
Top scoring team in the league right now as well.
Stop drawing any attention to me right now.
Let
me try to get
man, and you're going up against the 0-3 Shockmaster.
Oh man, these are the ones I lose, man. Who is it? Shockmaster?
The Shockmaster.
Did he change his name? That new guy?
No, it's Rob C. He only has
yeah, Rob Court. He's the one that just traded me Cooper Kupp for a second round.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and if I was to get Puka off a song there, I'm real strict on that team too. That's another one of those teams where it's like I traded it so it's just top heavy, and I just gotta hope it doesn't die on me. You know what I mean? Like,
all right,
hit all my lineups.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Today is the day when finally we start getting some guys with some out designations and shit like that. Now we can actually like make moves. Put guys in the IR.
Oh, did we get a Pitry? Did we get a Pitry update?
No. The last thing that we got was Peacock saying that he was on track to practice. Let's check it real quick.
I mean, a bruised lung is no fucking joke.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I mean, yeah.
He got in a limited practice.
All right.
Yeah.
Who are their DTs over there? I feel like
Everybody on the line, we don't even know who the hell they are. And last question, classical pianist. You guys think I moved Damian Pierce, I've Eckler, Jacobs, JT? Yeah, it's just like what's someone gonna want for Damian Pierce, or what's someone gonna give up. So it's really all about what you can get.
I think if you're gonna try to move something at name value and get something like notable, it'd probably be like I'd move like a Jacobs or something.
Yeah,
like Pierce feels like something you got to package up right now, and like our man Peacock, he's our Texans guy. I mean, he let us know like in his next couple of weeks you'll start seeing that line come back together. All these guys coming off of IR or coming off of injury, like because they're literally playing with 5 starting line, 5 offensive linemen from the team twos. Like it's legit, no starters.
Yeah, it's insane. All right, we're gonna get up out of here. Go follow the podcast. Go hit the downloads. Fantasy Football Hustler podcast and the Silver Screen Breakdowns podcast. And we got go to fantasyfootballhustler.com, and that's where you can find all the other links to everywhere that we're at. And we got no other shows today. We'll be back tomorrow for the Wake and Bake.
Bang. Big bang.
As I make my way, the fact I'm still alive, my claim to fame. There's no surprise I'm on a rise, finna stake my claim. Separate me from the others, cause we ain't the same. Ask my brothers from another, we ain't for play. Time is money, so we got no time to waste. Soon as this thing's moving, it can't be stopped. Blue bands in my pocket, call that juggernaut.
In the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot.
You know the stat quo. Finna get a bag, bustin' down that blow. Out of East Side Ho, where they know my name.